Hello! I think I'm meant to be doing that, right? Can anyone see me? I need to get a, I need you guys to let me know if you can see me or I can't start. Oh, I'm getting yes. No? Okay, yeah, okay, so, as in, can you see the screen? I should have specified that, my bad. 1 sec, everyone. How is everyone going? I hope everyone is well. Yeah, starting soon, that's what I meant, my bad. Alright, I think we're good. Oh, sorry. I'm not as nervous as last time, but I'm still kind of shitting myself a little bit, so. Alright. Hello! Hello, everyone. I'm assuming everyone can see me. I hope everyone's doing well. I know I didn't really pick the best time. I'm realizing in hindsight tomorrow would have been a better time, but that's okay. We're here now. Okay, the chat's working. Brilliant. Okay, cool. Well, thank you very much for joining. Basically, what I'm going to be doing in this stream is I'm going to be making a list of every single movie I saw last year. Let me just... My bad, I forgot to do something. Can you still hear me? Yeah, okay. Now, some of you may be wondering, why am I not doing it as a video this year? And the reason is... Nice shirt, thank you. How have you been today? Last year's video took like 3.5 weeks to make, and I am just not the kind of creator that can do long projects like that just like on its own. It was a complete nightmare. I hated it. I'm happier with the video now than I was like when it first came out, but dude, I hated that, like making that. Don't say I'm muted, it's not funny. I can see I'm not. Morbius made it to the thumbnail. Yeah. So basically, yeah, I was like, oh, I could do it as a stream this year instead, because that way, like, it's a bit easier, it's a bit more relaxed, and if the stream goes well enough, I can turn it into a video. So that's good. That works out, right? I like this format for annual wrap-up of the movies you watched. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit late now. I feel like end of January is kind of, like, pushing it a bit. And I realize we're all staring at Morbius, which is obviously going to be #1. Will I spoil any of the movies? No. I will, I'm going to do the same rules as, like, the normal videos, basically. The only things I'm going to talk about are stuff that was in the trailer or, like, vague plot summaries, which works out well because then I don't have to back up any of my points. I can just say, I liked this, and then I don't have to give you an example. You know, I'm kidding. That's a joke. No, it's not. Alright. Sorry, just reading that chat. But yeah, okay, alright, so, I watched about, I want to say like 60 movies, 60-something that came out in 2022, which is another reason why I really don't want to do it as a video, because that's like even more than last year, but there's still a lot of stuff I missed. I didn't catch Pinocchio, which I really want. I didn't get a lot of streaming movies. I didn't get to see Lightyear or, what am I drinking? Piss. It's just distilled piss. I didn't see Lightyear, I didn't see Strange World, even though I wanted to see that at the cinemas. So I did a pretty good job of keeping up at, like, the movies, but I didn't, not a lot of streaming stuff this year. It was Mad God as well. Piss Bolt. Oh, man. Okay, so we're gonna get started. Now, I really want, sorry, will this be a VOD? Yes, it will. I will give you a link for this, because I know some people are at school or work, you know how it is. I just want to double check if donors are working. Oh, there we go. Good timing.
Hello, Diamond.
Oh, fuck, that was
when
hilarious.
Are you gonna give us the feet reveal? So cringe. Lots of love, Jeff.
Nah, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to donate a little bit more than that. Sorry. Now, I want to ask you all a favor, alright? Whenever I give you my opinion on a movie, I really want everyone in the chat to either type W or L if you disagree or agree with me. Now, I know everyone's just gonna type L every single fucking time, but I think it'll be really funny. So, yeah, I think we should start with Morbius. Sorry, I'll get to the point. I'm trying to be a bit more relaxed with this stream because I know I don't have to constantly be entertaining. I think, you know, I could just... Yeah, there we go. Perfect. I love how the chat is absolutely going to shit itself. I did not fix it from last year, so... Last month. So it's going to, like, fuck up on the screen a little bit, but I'll fix that next time, which is what I said last time. Okay, so started with Morbius, which is obviously the best movie of the entire year. I think... I already talked about Morbius in that, like, ranking every movies, all the, like, the superhero movies video I did. Oop, hello.
Hey Diamond, watching this from
Ah,
Sydney.
yes, good question.
Curious to know, are we going through movies by release order,
so I've got,
or memory?
on my laptop, I've got my Letterboxd up, and we're going through release order. So we're going to go from, like, earlier of the year to later. So, like, Puss in Boots isn't going to be too last, sorry. Live action Among Us movie?
Hear about
Fuck
the live
yeah.
action Among Us film coming out in 2024.
Average Morbius. I don't really think I have to talk about Morbius again. I think we all get the point. It's obviously the best year. Best movie of the entire year. I basically said everything I could have in that, that video I already did, where basically, like, you know, everything around it was really funny, and the movie is almost a year old as of next month, and I still find it really funny, but my god, the second I got in that cinema and the movie actually started, I was like, dude, I biggest regret of my life. Alright, next up. And also, I'm doing this on my, like, an alternate account, because I didn't want to do, this is my second letterbox, because I didn't want to have the ratings come up. People get way too hung up on ratings. Okay, The House was a stop-motion film on Netflix. I thought this was really, really good. It's like, 3 different stories. Thank you very much. Apatosaurus appreciation. Someone must have been a big fan of Jurassic World. I really liked it. It gave me vibes of, like, I don't know if anyone here has seen Grizzly Tales for Gruesome Kids, that, like...
I just want you to know that I refer to your videos a lot in my media college course Thumbs Up.
What, as an example of what not to do? Thank you. Yeah, it was a really good, like, it's 3 different stories. I thought it, like, gradually, the first one was my favorite, second one was pretty good, third one kind of lost me a bit, but, overall I thought it was really well done. It has, like, these really uncomfortable vibes, like, it just, the whole movie is just really, like, uncomfortable. So I really enjoyed it. I definitely recommend it. It's just on Netflix. I promise I'm going to be a little bit more detailed, with movies I feel like people have actually seen. Oh god, yes, this next one. Okay. I'm gonna have to thank one of my hype for the FNAF movie.
For the FNAF movie and Morbius is in it.
Morbius is not gonna be in it. No, this one's not worse than Morbius. Okay, so there's gonna be a lot of movies in here that my friends maybe watch, and this was one that we all went to their house, and one of my friends, she picked this one, and it was one of the, like, so obviously they were the ones that picked the After movies, which I talked about last year. I think the third After movie was like my last, I think it was the 50th one last year, like the last one I rated. The first one I rated, I mean, you know, like the bottom. I haven't even said anything, guys, still spamming L. So yeah, we're trying to look for something that was worse than After, so we watched stuff like 365 Days, which was a fucking nightmare. And there was this one, Through My Window, which was a, this abysmal Spanish romance movie, which was so uncomfortable to watch. Like, I don't want to... I feel like no one cares, but it was like... Thank you very much for the donation. Kirby movie,
Still waiting for the live-action Kirby movie to be announced.
My god, that movie was borderline, like, illegal. Like, there are some scenes in there.
My cup, enjoying lunch at my favorite day, stocking up at my local grocery store, or simply editing my videos.
That's such a deep cut reference. No one's gonna get that.
I'm always drinking Coca-Cola.
Did you watch After 4? Yes, I will. That's obviously gonna be number 1. Ew, a romance movie. No, I love romance movies. It's just, this thing was so uncomfortable. Like, it was so... how do I describe... There is a scene in this film, no one's gonna care. This will get me demonetized, though. There's, like, a scene where the couple, right? They're, like, spooning on a bed, but the main guy's little brother is in between them, and he's, like, 14. And they're, like, dry humping each other in this scene with this... Oh, God, it was, like, After's funny bad. This was, like, I feel like I should have been in prison for watching it. Okay, anyway. Alright. I'm gonna get to ones people have actually seen. Uncharted! What do people think of Uncharted? I'm really curious. I honestly did not think it was bad. I gotta be honest. I thought it was fine. Yeah, what? Yeah, I know, seriously. It was like, it's disgusting. And that shit is on
MRBIN
Netflix.
time.
What did everyone think of Uncharted? Uncharted mid, thank you. I honestly, like, I didn't see,
Watching
like,
this while at the bar.
at the bar. I didn't think that, like, Tom Holland or Mark Wahlberg were, like, my problems with their casting was still the exact same. Like, I still didn't see them as Nathan Drake or Sully. But aside from that, I thought it was, like, pretty good. Like a fun adventure movie. I thought it was fine. But, like, the mid-charted. I'm getting a lot of W's, so I feel like people did Uncharted trash. Okay, I love that you donated to tell me that.
Uncharted trash.
Yeah, it was okay. Yeah, it wasn't amazing, but I didn't hate it. Like, it was better than I thought it was going to be, and I hope they do another one, because I feel like there's a lot to improve on. But it was, yeah, I had fun with it. But
You ever
in the
heard
cinema...
movie The Hands of Orlac 1924?
I have not, sorry. Thanks for the dono, though. Aggressively mid, but it was a bonding experience with my dad. Yeah, so we had, the cinema that I went to, we had this group of, like, school kids who were on their lunch break, and they talked through the whole fucking thing. So I think I was, like, more aggressive toward it than I normally would have been because of that. But honestly, I thought it was fine. I didn't hate it. Like, I thought, like, the ending set piece was pretty fun. I'm a bit confused, though, if it was supposed to be, like, a prequel or not. Because I thought that's what they said, that it was meant to be a prequel to the games, even though that it's, like... The games already did a prequel thing, but then they lift, like, you know, as you see in the trailer, there's, like, that set piece straight out of Uncharted 2. So I'm assuming it's, like, a prequel to its own universe thing? I don't know. Mark hate Grimes and Burke. Yeah, I don't know. I liked it. My mum has a crush on you. Thank you, Aiden. There is no subway in the movie. True, true. Okay. Oh, God. Okay. Texas Chainsaw, the Netflix one.
Tom Holland casted as the new Batman with Chris Pratt as Robin.
Hell yeah. No, not that one. The other one. Texas Chainsaw. What was it called? Was it just Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Holy shit.
Hello,
this movie
Diamond
was
Bolt.
not very
I had
good.
a tough time choosing between this stream and playing Weeb Wars Smash Bros. All-Star 1.1
Oh,
OS
thank
3X
you.
edition on Switch. But
Thank
I
you so
decided
much.
to go with this stream because you are awesome.
We're never doing data files ever again.
Hey, do you support Hawaiian sovereignty or are you in support of Sanford B. Dole and the Big Five?
I have no idea what that means. I'm on Twitter 95% of the day looking at Transformers. Sorry.
Yeah.
When's the next episode of Transformers Data Files?
Okay. Yeah, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre on Netflix was like it was unbelievably like not
Yeah.
good. I
Casting
tried
young
watching it
actors
with
was an
like
excuse to call it a prequel to the games.
yeah, exactly. I tried watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre with like, you know, going into it's going to be like a comedy, but oh my god, it was like aggressively like insulting. Like, try anything and you're cancelled, bro. Yeah. No, like I tried approaching it with like it's going to be funny. But it's just I'm not the biggest fan of the original one. Which I really want to rewatch it. It's just a lot of screaming. It's like obviously very well made movie, and I feel like it's something I should enjoy more. So I want to rewatch it when I'm a bit older. But like, JK Massive L. It's funny seeing you try to talk over the comments. Yeah, I know. But yeah, this one was like, oh my! I haven't seen any of the other ones except the first one, and they tried doing the thing like in Halloween where they bring back the main character from the first one. It's like so, like, oh, it was just insulting. I know Netflix has not had a very good track record this year, so I'm not really sure why anyone's surprised. All right, what else we got? Oh, yo! Oh, this one's gonna be... Okay, here we go. The Batman! This shit was so good! Holy
I've
shit.
been watching you for years now, and I need to say you are the best.
Thank you so
and
much.
I pray you get to 1 mil soon, cause you deserve it.
Thank you. I hope not. I don't want any more subscribers. Are you excited for Rise of the Beast? Yeah, of course I am. The Batman was incredible. I've never watched a movie, like, that's that long that went by that quickly. So I saw this at a perfect session. It was like 4 p.m. on a weekday, and no one was there except me and this other woman, like later, like much further down the row. It was so quiet. It was beautiful. I loved it. It was like... Okay, then unsubs. I'm glad I thought it was... Like, I went into it with like this is going to be like, you know, a really special kind of Batman movie, and there was obviously a lot of hype around it, but I think even removed from that, I was like, this is going to be so good. I fucking adored it. I thought it was, like, definitely my favorite Batman movie to date. I think, I was watching, who was it? Cosmonaut yeah, Cosmonaut did a video talking about it, and he was saying like, you know, you compare it to The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight's like, he said, you know, like Dark Knight's a better movie, but this one's like a better Batman movie. And like, I like them both very much. I don't want to compare them because they're very different, but like this is definitely my favorite take on a movie Batman for sure. I am so excited for more of these. Like I'm so excited. I get why some people wouldn't like it, but I thought it was fun. Yeah, classic dumb slasher shenanigans. Sorry, I'm preempting the donos. Yeah, I don't know. I really didn't like it.
Yeah.
Texas
I get why
Chainsaw,
some
not
people
Batman.
wouldn't like TCM, but I thought
Yeah.
it was fun.
Thank you for the donation.
Classic dumb slasher shenanigans.
Yeah, seriously, Batman was so good. I really want to watch it again. The only complaint I would have is that I think because I was like far away from the screen, but I could not see a fucking thing half the time. But my god, like I realize I'm not actually giving any examples of why it was good. I'm just saying it is good, which is probably very helpful. Smile sweep. Yeah, there was that one scene at the end I didn't like, which I think a lot of people agree with, but I think it's, you know, like if that being the worst part is fine. But yeah, that Batman's gonna be my top 5 for sure. That was like unbelievably good. Okay. What is next? Should I put this one in here? Probably. I'm gonna put it anyway. You're gonna see a lot of like me seeing movies that no one knows about. My nonna took me to see this Italian movie at an Italian film festival called L'Ombra del Giorno. I'm gonna mispronounce that. Shadow of the Day. Yeah, the English one. It's like it was fine. I was genuinely expecting it to not be in English at all. Thank you very much, Bruno Rock.
I've been watching your content since late 2019.
I was like
and I've been
full on
loving your
expecting
content, Moai.
going into this Italian movie and not even like there's not even gonna be subtitles, but it was, thank God. It was good. It was fine. It's just you know, like it was a movie about like it's Italy in like World War II. And it was good. It was good. I don't know what to. No clue what this is. I don't know, but W. Yeah, no one. I don't know if there are any Italians here, but. I couldn't really tell you much about it, but I wanted to include it here because I saw it. Okay, Turning Red, I feel like is going to be a decisive one. No, not that one. This one. I'm really curious to see what people think because I loved it. I thought it was really good. Like I thought it was super different for Pixar, and I know a lot of people weren't a big fan of like the more like cartoony sort of style. I thought it was fantastic. Like, I thought it was really funny, like super funny for a Pixar movie. I'm getting some W's. I'm glad people agree. Oops on the new Velma show. I'm not gonna fucking watch that.
Ops on the new Velma show.
I think it was really stupid. People were going on about this movie for having like, you know, like more mature themes in it. Like, I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was really well done. Yeah, well overhated movie, not incredible. I thought it was really, really good. I loved it. It was super comfy. And I think it was like a very honest
a bit
look
unrelated,
at
but have you
that
heard
period
of
of
the
your
new Velma
life.
series and how horrible it is?
Yes, I have. I don't care about
have any
Velma. I'm
thoughts
sorry.
on it?
I like it's just another like show that everyone's gonna like get pissed off about. Like, it's so easy to ignore, you know. We stand Mystery Incorporated in this house. Yeah, no, Turning Red was like super good. I really loved it. I feel like I'm reiterating myself a lot. You see why I normally need a
could feel
script?
the pure love and care in the Batman, and as a long-time
Yeah,
comic
yeah,
superhero
it definitely,
fan,
it was like
it reminded
super...
me just how much Batman means to me. My personal favorite superhero movie.
Okay, this is gonna be fun. All right. Everything Everywhere All at Once, I want to say is probably my favorite movie of the whole year. I was entranced from the first second it started. I feel like I want to rate movies based on like how much I felt
Hi, Diamond
something
Bolt.
while I was
So
watching it,
excited
if
to
that
see
makes
you
sense.
live stream. I'm a huge fan. Have you seen Your Name from 2016?
Yes, I love Your Name. It's so good.
It's one of my favorite movies.
I thought Everywhere All at Once was so good. Thank you. Hold on. Yeah,
What would be your
this
favorite
chat-
animated
yeah, okay.
movie, though, for me, Death, and I don't mean it any fancy way.
Animated movie. We'll get to that. I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
Should have had more
have more
9/11
9/11
references. What Turning
references.
Red? Oh yeah, and that being set in 2001, I thought was a really interesting time period. Or was it like it was the early 2000s? I thought
Have
was
you
like a
seen
super
One Piece
unique.
film, Red? Great
I have not
music,
seen One Piece. My
FRFR.
friend wanted to see it, and we missed that one. Yeah, everything everywhere. I was like, all I knew about it going into it, like I avoided the trailers completely. And I was like, I really wanted to go into it not knowing anything about it, and I succeeded for once, and it was like, it blew me away. Like, it's so creative. It nails everything, like the emotional moments, the comedic beats, the action even was really good. I was like, I'm smitten with this movie. Like, I think maybe later in the year, I think everyone's a bit sick of hearing about it, but like, it is definitely the most memorable movie. I still remember it as if I saw it yesterday. Like, it's so fresh, and interesting. I fucking, like, I adored it. And I just, like, that and Batman for me did not feel like, I don't know, like, normally when I see a movie, I, like, zone out sometimes in the cinema, like, I'm thinking about stuff. Both Batman and everything, I was sitting there in the cinema, my thoughts were entirely with the movie, I was not thinking about anything else. But I'm curious to see what people think about it, so let me know in the chat. Just gonna check how we're doing. Have you watched Ambulance? No, I missed that one too, it's on my watch list. Oh, yeah, okay, here we go. Incredible. We're gonna be here for ages at this rate. What's it called? Oh, The Unbearable... What? Massive Talent. I have it right here.
Sonic Frontiers
there we
out
go.
of 10 for me, a solid 8. It's an alpha of something better, son.
Oh my god, I'm in love with Sonic Frontiers. I really wanna keep playing it. I'm only up to the second island. I've only played like 8 hours, but I'm in love with it. I can't wait to beat it. Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, obviously sells itself. It's Nicolas Cage playing a movie about himself. I thought it was pretty good. I honestly, like, I didn't go into it, I didn't get out of it as much as I wanted to. Like, I think it was a bit more, like, serious at times, and I think, like, I think everyone was expecting more of a comedy, and it is, but, like, I don't know. I want to rewatch it, because I feel like I didn't have a good cinema experience, which kind of can, like, make or break a movie for me, which is why Batman was so good, because there was no one to ruin it. Wasn't really a fan. L. Yeah, that's fair enough. Like, it's not for everyone. I think some people thought it was a bit... Like, outside of the fact that it's, like, Nicolas Cage, I didn't think it was, like, super standout. And I also haven't seen a lot of Nicolas Cage movies, outside of, like, the big meme ones. So I feel like a lot of the friggin' references were lost on me. But, yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. I definitely enjoyed a Nicolas Cage movie. Ah, sorry I keep shifting in my chair. This thing's so uncomfortable. Where is the goated Puss in Boots? It'll be later. We're going by release order. Oh, this is an interesting one. I want to do these ones together, actually. X and Pearl. I don't know if... I'm sure people have seen those. I don't know if we have any horror. I actually watched... So these are the two most recent ones I watched. I saw X in cinemas in, like, May. But I rewatched it with some friends. Because Pearl... hasn't come out in Australia yet, and they haven't actually given us a release date, so I had to legally acquire that one, because they just refused to give us a release date. Literally, like, X came out in fucking May, and Pearl came out in the US, like, 4 months ago, so that was fun. Really cool. But I thought Pearl was like, even better. When I saw X, I wasn't a huge fan of it the first time, like, slasher movies aren't really my thing, I don't know if that's obvious. By my ratings before, but yeah, X didn't leave a super big impression on me. Like, I thought it was very well made, but I didn't really get too into it. Like, but watching Pearl, which is like, for those who don't know, is like the origin story of the grandma in X. I feel like Pearl should have come first, because I got, like, way more out of X, because we rewatched it after we watched Pearl. And I liked X so much more, like, knowing the background of,
Did you watch Jackass
Jackass?
Forever?
No, I didn't. I can't get into those movies. I can't. I'm, like, it's too violent. I feel like I would have gotten so much more out of X had I known all that about the grandma first. Like, and having all this, like, backstory behind it. By the way, I'm not putting them beneath Morbius, I just haven't...
My name, Jeff.
I haven't fucking done it yet. Yeah, so X, I thought, like, I liked it more the second time. Oh, I don't know. Maybe under Uncharted. But Pearl, I want to put up here. That was great. Pearl, I loved a lot more. It's definitely, like, I see why they would have done X more as, like, a bigger, wider release, like, slasher movie that appeals to more people. Pearl is more like a character study, sort of, like, slower movie. But I thought it was really, really good. Like, and it elevated X to me, which I have never... like you have to watch them together. You can't just watch Pearl on its own or X on its own. I don't think they work without each other. Or like you wouldn't get as much out of it, I don't think. But yeah, Pearl was great. I was so surprised because I was not a huge fan of X, and then, you know, rewatching it afterward, I was like, dude, X is actually pretty good. Yeah, so I'm really glad because I didn't want to come into this being like, I didn't really like X.
on the list?
Glass Onion will be on there, but that came out later, which is also going to be top 5. Okay, this is going to be an interesting one. Testing everyone's A24 skills. Bodies, Bodies, Bodies was one of my favorite movies of the year. And all of the friends I went with fucking despised it. Like, I was watching their reactions while we were in the cinema, and everyone looked miserable. Like, and then afterward, everybody was like, that fucking sucked. I feel like it might not, like, I understand why it wouldn't be for everybody. It's like, it's very comedic. And like, there's a joke at the end that, like, the twist of it, which I feel like could I understand why it would ruin it for people, but I laughed so hard. I thought it would, yeah, the big reveal had me dying. Yeah, the plot twist. I'm so glad. Yeah, okay, people agree with me. I was like dying laughing. But it's like, even for like a mostly comedy, I was like genuinely stressed out during it. Like I was really engrossed in it. Was it A24 or A24? I've always said A24. Am I wrong? I'm never wrong. What is it about? Okay, so it's like a murder mystery movie about a bunch of kids who go like to a holiday home, and they play this game called Bodies, 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 where like you know, it's like murder in the dark. That's what I used to call it when I was a kid. And then, you know, the lights go out, and then someone actually dies, and they have to figure out who the killer is. And you know, it's like that sort of thing, but it's presented really, like, I thought it was so funny. The characters are all like, you know, they're like on Instagram, and it's very like modern, and I feel like in any usual movies it would be really annoying to have stuff like that, but I thought they nailed it. Like, the characters are super funny. One of them, I think his name was Greg, they had like a fucking 40-year-old man along with all these kids. It was so funny. Podcast Girl was so funny. Yeah, I loved, oh my god. But all my friends despised this movie, so...
Yeah.
Did you watch the Dharma show? No, I won't. I was having a conversation with one of my friends afterwards, and I was telling him how much I enjoyed it. He's like, no, you didn't. Like, he genuinely didn't believe me that I enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm interested to hear what people think. I think I've missed in the chat now, but let me know if anyone's seen that, because I thought it was amazing. Sorry, but I think it's not for everybody. Okay, The Bad Guys, DreamWorks' first movie. This was so good. I want to put it... yeah, better than Turning Red, I reckon. The Bad Guys was fucking phenomenal. Like, I saw this like at a super late session, like when... lots of W's, thanks guys. I saw it like it was like the day after it was about to leave the cinema, and it was still packed with like kids. So I was like dreading not being able to hear a second of it, but like everyone was surprisingly quiet. Like, I had like horror movies in this that I saw this year that like Cold Take the Wolf was hot. Yeah, no, I was feeling it. W, but below Turning Red is L. No, I love them both very much, but I think The Bad Guys I had more fun with, like, just in terms of like all the needle drops. I thought it was like it was so fucking fun. The only thing I wish, there was a lot of fart jokes in there, and I wish it felt like some executive went in there like, you know, that we have like an almost perfect movie that can appeal to like adults and children. Put some fart jokes in there. Like, we don't want to get too carried away and actually make something good. And that's the only thing I'd have to complain about. Some of it felt a bit juvenile, but I think it could have been worse. Like, it wasn't terrible, but yeah, The Bad Guys was super, like, I had so much fun. It was genuinely some of the most fun I've had in the cinema the whole year. Very predictable. Yeah, I think it was more like the presentation for me. Like, obviously, DreamWorks' new art style that they're doing, the shows I saw.
Will you rank the shows you saw in 2022?
I saw like 3 shows. I will talk about it after if people want. You let me know. But I saw like 3 shows this whole year that came out. I've been so behind. I only just finished Smiling Friends, if that wasn't obvious from the last video. And that came out like a year ago, so... Juvenile Dog, it's a kid's movie. Hey, a kid's movie can be, like... It can be like appealing to everyone. Like I didn't think Turning Red was super like you know what I mean? Like it didn't feel. It felt like it was appealing to a wider audience. The bad guys did for the most part, but then they threw in like fart jokes, and I was like, eh. But yeah, I guess you're right. I guess its main appeal is. I guess that's why it feels like an executive decision. Someone went in there and they're like, the kids are gonna. I'm gonna get it. Put some fart jokes in there. But yeah, it was super fun. Okay, Incantation. This was a Netflix horror movie one of my friends made me watch, and as a really big fan of found footage, I was surprised at how much I didn't really get much out of it. Fart jokes are an automatic L. Yeah. I'll get to Puss in Boots, I promise. I know everybody will not stop talking about Puss in Boots. Sonic 2 didn't come out before Bad Guys, no. Where is Scream 5? Oh, I missed Scream! You're right. Shit, I just completely missed that one. Okay, I got to that next. Yeah, Incantation was, like, pretty good. I didn't love it. Like, it was, I think this movie had, like, a thing on TikTok, and that's why a lot of people were talking about it. I'd never heard of it before. My friend suggested it to me, but, you know, I had a good time watching it with him, but it wasn't, like, super standout to me. It was, like, a ghost sort of, like, possession movie. Like, there were, like, two different stories of, like, the present with this, this mom and her, like, daughter. And then slowly throughout the movie, they showed you, like, how everything happened, like, flashbacks. And I think it was, like, the build-up was really good, but I just didn't quite feel like it like, got there for me. But yeah, I don't know. Like, it wasn't bad, don't get me wrong. I really like, this is the thing I like doing when I script these, is I get to, like, more concisely explain things. So sorry if I'm kind of just rambling out of my ass here. Okay, Scream's next. Sorry, Scream was literally the first movie that came out in the whole year, and I forgot. I really like Scream. I really enjoyed it. We'll put you... I reckon... Yeah, probably that. There was a moment I really didn't like involving my favorite character. I'm sure people who have seen it are aware of that. L. Scream was meh. Yeah, like, I binged the other Scream movies before I watched it, and I love 1, 2's really good, 3 I didn't like, and 4's, like, fine. But I thought, yeah, I think this new one was probably my third favorite, or maybe better than 2, I can't remember. But I thought it was pretty good for, like, a, I was kind of worried it was doing what, like, Halloween was gonna do, like, it basically did right what the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Netflix didn't do right, if that makes sense. I'm really excited for Scream 6, I think. But yeah, again, they kind of do the thing with, like, the legacy characters with, like, the ones in the original movies, and they put them in there because they have to be, but, like, they didn't do much in it, really. And I think that was, like, the point. It was sort of like a meta commentary on these, like, what do they call them? Requels, I think it was, which is pretty funny. I found the meta commentary very annoying and unsubtle. Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, I liked it. I thought it was good. I'm looking forward to Scream 6. I think it's interesting because, like, the Scream movies can pretty much go on forever because there's no... Oh, can I spoil that? Yeah, I could spoil the other movies. There's no, like, single killer. It's, like, a different one every time. So they can kind of, like, basically just do it forever, which is interesting. Unlike, you know, Michael Myers getting resurrected 27 times. Scream's been, like, surprisingly consistent for a horror movie franchise. Like, they haven't rebooted it yet, which I think is interesting, even though this one's kind of a requel. Okay. Next movie, best movie of the year. Not even kidding. How many people saw RRR? Because I feel like a lot of people were talking about this. This movie fucking slaps. I was like in love with this. Okay, so God, we are not even like a quarter of the way there. One of my friends suggested we go see this Indian movie called RRR, and I was like, no, because it was 3 hours long. And I was worried like I wouldn't really get into it. So I went into the cinema like dreading it. And I, like, the second it started, I was not, I did not like look back. I had a smile on my face for 3 hours. It did not feel 3 hours. This movie felt faster than the Batman did. I had so much fun. What is RRR? It's like it's an Indian, like, that's, okay, this guy gets it. Just look it up. I don't want to, like, you guys, I'm sure you have Google open. Sorry, that came out as condescending. I meant as, like, Google will explain it more than I will. I'm so surprised people haven't heard of this. It was such a like was going on for a while. Of like, it was like, I think it reached like a broader audience than normal Indian movies would, but I thought it was so fucking good. Like I've seen it 1.5 times. Like I was trying to spread the gospel with some of my other friends. We only made it halfway through, but genuinely the action is so over the top, but in a good, like it is genuinely jaw dropping. Like some of the shit they do in this movie is incredible. I did not for a second, I was not like I was bored. It was the whole time. Okay, and like Indian movies have an intermission, my friend taught me, and for the first time ever I got genuinely frustrated that there was like an intermission. I was like, no, bring the movie back, because like an hour and a half into it I was like, RRR is basically fan fiction about 2 Indian folk heroes becoming best friends and single-handedly taking down the British. Yeah, it was like so as far as I'm aware, the 2 main characters are like 2 historical figures, but they both that never met, but it's like a fanfic sort of rewrite of history of them teaming up to like beat up British colonizers, and it was like, it is so fucking entertaining. I can't recommend it enough. It's on Netflix, I think, here. Not enough feet.
Great stream,
Stop
Bolt.
it.
I enjoy it very much.
Thank you.
Not enough feet though. Hope you're doing fantastic.
Yeah, everyone
Love,
needs
Jeff.
to see it. I can't stress this enough. Like, even if you're like, oh, you know, it's Indian, oh, it's a historical sort of, I don't care. Watch this movie. Like, it is fucking phenomenal. I cannot stress this enough. It is. I want to watch it again, and I'm not even kidding. It is. You had me at defeating the British. And yeah, I'll definitely be checking out more Indian movies if they are half as good as that one. That was like, because everyone knows Bollywood movies are like super over the top, but I'd never like sat down and watched one. So I was like kind of apprehensive, but man, was I wrong. Okay, Morbius is next. We already covered that. So Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Yo, how good was that? I can't believe I can't decide whether I like this or RRR more. That's how good RRR was, and I'm not kidding. What's blinking in the background? Oh, those are the lights. It's actually not blinking on my end. It's just the frame rate is doing that. It's really weird. Sonic 2 was like, this is probably my most anticipated movie of the year, and they didn't disappoint. I thought it was like, it actually made me dislike the first one more, because I feel like with the first one I sort of like tolerated certain stuff about it that I didn't enjoy as much because, you know, it's a Sonic movie. But Sonic 2 definitely improved on everything I didn't like. Aside from, there was like one subplot with the sister and wedding that I like could not care less about. No, less that and more of just like, it was very awkwardly placed in the movie. Like, I kind of just wanted to go back to Sonic and stuff, but it was a lot heavier on the actual like Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. They definitely had like a bigger budget for it, and they used it very well. Like, it was everything I could have wanted and more. Knuckles and Tails were fantastic. I was very worried about Knuckles being Idris Elba, even though like I love Idris Elba. I was a bit worried, but they knocked it out of the park. So the dance scene felt trying to be really hip with the kids. Yeah, there's still a little bit of that in there, but I didn't mind it as much. But Sonic 2 was like fantastic. Like, I hope they keep making these forever, honestly. Where's Moonfall? I didn't see Moonfall, sorry. Jim Carrey was the best part. Yeah, Jim Carrey was phenomenal. I'm going to be very disappointed if he's not in the third one. Like, Jim Carrey is definitely a big part of what makes them so good, and he was even better in that one. But what a hell of a send-off if this is his last Dr. Robotnik performance. I love when he flossed. Yeah, I love how they still got that in there. L Moonfall best. Yes, I have seen the critical videos. Does Babylon count? They haven't released that here yet. Oh no, actually I think it came out 3 days ago, so I'm not counting it. Sorry. Yeah, I hope he returns. Yeah, me too. Sonic 3 will not be the same without Dr. Eggman. But yeah, I loved it. Sorry, I'm just thinking back on it. It made me, I was so happy. I was like a kid in the cinema again. I was sitting there with a dumbass smile on my face every reference or like every time Knuckles was on screen. Yeah, sorry. It's harder to talk about the movies I saw like 7-8 months ago. It's not that it wasn't memorable per se. It was more just yeah, like talking out of my ass is a bit difficult when I can't write it all down. Where is Bullet Train? Guys, we are going in release order. Relax. We will get there. My god. Yeah, I'm surprised he came back for Sonic 2. Yeah, agreed. It was really surprising that Jim Carrey, sorry, I'm reading the chat. I was really surprised. Jim Carrey, like, has outright said he doesn't like doing sequels, so it was really, like, he must have really enjoyed. And you can just see him having fun. So, yeah, I love Sonic 2. I'm so excited. I want to rewatch it. It was so fucking good. Chat is bloodthirsty, yeah. Did you think Knuckles' voice was sexy? Yes. My god. Do you remember that article where Idris Elba was like, Knuckles is not going to be sexy? That man is a liar. Okay, people keep asking me about Terrifier 2. I was gonna go see that with some friends. When I'm in an instant gratification competition and my opponents are Diamond Ball subscribers. I didn't see Terrifier 2. I thought it was a bit too much. Sorry. I looked into it and I was like, I don't know. It just felt too, like, torture porny for me. So I was like, I don't know. I wasn't keen on that one. All right, what's next? The Northman.
Yeah.
When we getting Hoodwinked 2 review?
Probably never. Sorry. The Northman is the one I really want to watch again. I feel like I didn't get as much out of it as I wanted to. I think my friend and I were late to the cinema or something, because I remember missing like a little bit of the beginning, but I could not see shit in this movie. I don't know whether my glasses were like smudged or the cinema was just dark, but I couldn't see half the fucking movie. Like it was, but like any Robert Eggers movie with like The Witch and the Lighthouse, I think I always need to watch it again to get like a proper, like The Witch and the Lighthouse I like a lot more on reflection than when I actually watch them. And I feel like The Northman will be the same. It was interesting, though, seeing his style with, like, a much bigger budget. Like, it's such a weird case study of, like... Not that his movies are, like, not, you know, like, super successful. They were very successful for, like, lower budget ones. But I can't believe some execs were like, yeah, let's give this guy, like, $200 million.
Yeah.
And it's gonna, like, it
Personally
bomb
thought The
super hard,
Northman
which
was a
is sad, because it's, like, really unique. But, yeah, I feel like I just didn't... I feel like I need to rewatch it to get as much out of it. But no, like, sorry, talking about the actual movie instead of just saying that I didn't like it. I thought it was like, Eggers has a very interesting way of like immersing you in his like worlds that he presents. Like, obviously he's very fond of like historical accuracy. So, and the Northman definitely like transports you straight into like, whenever it was set, I can't even remember. And it's still very out there. I thought it was going to be very muted for, like, an Eggers movie compared to, like, The Witch. But they still, like, wow. He's still got a lot of stuff in there, like, that I think, most audiences wouldn't really gel with. And I kind of have to agree with, where people would be coming from with that. Because I understand why people wouldn't have really gotten behind it. But, I liked it. Don't get me wrong. I thought it was really good. But I definitely want to watch it again. Anyway. Okay, what's next? Finally, Marvel. Doctor Strange. And the multiverse. I saw someone call it the multiverse of Midness before, and that made me laugh. Is it this one? Multiverse of Madness. Why am I getting L's? I haven't even said anything yet. I don't know where I want to put this one. I like it more than Pearl. Maybe... I guess. I have a really interesting, like, this year, every Marvel movie I've seen, like Black Panther and Thor, I went to the cinema, I really enjoyed it, I had no problems with it. Like, I know everyone's talking about, like, Marvel fatigue and how Phase 4 has been shit and everything. I had no problem with any of them that I've seen this year. I watched it like a normal Marvel movie, I enjoyed it, and I went home. And then I went on the Reddit discussion thread, and everyone is, like, ragging on these movies. Thor especially, everybody was so brutal toward these movies, and I had no problem whatsoever. And I think I feel like I've retroactively not liked them as much because I've heard so many shit things.
Adam, you're my favorite YouTuber, and are you planning on streaming more?
I'm trying to do
Where
one
can I
stream
join
every
your
month,
Discord
if
server?
I can.
Somoski out.
Depending on how well this one does. And no Discord, sorry. I don't have one. I'm sorry, but Thor was good. Yeah, like... I liked Thor. I didn't hate it as much as everyone else did, but I don't want to say that because fucking everyone despised it. People have been very critical of Marvel this year, and like I'm not like disagreeing. I'm just like I had no problem with it. Like I was like yeah, it was sorry, I'm getting But yeah, anyway, so Doctor Strange, anyway. To be honest, I kind of, like, what I thought the movie was going to be about, I kind of wanted more. Like, this is where avoiding the trailers maybe kind of screwed me over, but I heard that the trailer was a bit misleading as well. I went into this movie expecting that it was going to be Doctor Strange and Wanda teaming up to go through, like, different universes, and there was going to be, like, a horror element. Maybe if it's not in the trailer, I can't spoil it. So maybe anyway, the actual movie is not like that at all. It's very different. And I liked where it went, for sure. Like, I definitely had fun with it. I think I fell a little bit into, like, the No Way Home hype cycle of, like, there's going to be, like, 10 trillion cameos in this movie. And, like, I didn't go into it expecting that, but I remember my brother at the end, he was like, that was shit. And I was like, why? He's like, you know, Hugh Jackman wasn't in it. Or, like, all these cameos. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is what people want out of Marvel movies now. But, yeah, I agree with Four Eyes in the chat, which is not a funny username. Yeah, I feel like the multiverse aspect was kind of underused a little bit. Like, it wasn't really... It was kind of just there in the background. Like, I liked the movie. I just think expectations for everybody was kind of a bit of a kicker with it. Yeah, I don't know. But no, I liked it. I thought it was good. The first Doctor Strange movie is not one of my favorite Marvel movies, which a lot of people really like that one. So I think this one was better. And yeah, obviously, like, Doctor Strange is, like, super interesting. They always go really hard with, like, creative fight scenes and everything. And I was really happy about Sam Raimi doing it as well. Like, I think I agree with a lot of people when saying, like, compared to a lot of other Marvel movies, it definitely felt, like, stylistically different with how it was presented.
Yeah.
Diamond Bolt, you owe Maine $29570.
Is that right? Wait, why did you give me money then? But yeah, no, let me know what people thought of Doctor Strange. I'm interested, because I think people were really mixed. I hear a lot of people saying it was, like, the best Marvel movie that came out this year. I hear a lot of people saying they fucking hated it. I don't even want to talk about Thor, because, like, God. I'm terrified to talk about Thor. Yeah, I liked it. I thought Doctor Strange was good. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm not as critical. Jesus, we are going to be here forever. I gotta hurry up. Okay, Top Gun. Yeah, yo. I get excited with every movie, even though I know. Okay, Top Gun was so good. I want to put this... do I want to put it with Sonic 2? I feel like... I'm gonna get that Sonic bias in there. I'm sorry. But, like, again, please don't look at these rankings and be like, you know, it doesn't matter. I'm just kind of, like, grouping the ones I enjoyed as much. Top Gun was so good. Like, I agree with what a lot of people are saying in that I think in an environment of, like, an overabundance of CGI, when you can do anything with movies now, there is still something really appealing about seeing them do it, like, practically. And I think that's what made Top Gun so exciting, was that, like, I'm just so surprised. I don't know if anyone remembers, nobody thought this was going to be good. Like, it got delayed in, like, 2020. It was meant to come out, like, 2 years ago. And everyone was like, oh, great, like, a legacy sequel to a spin-off of a movie from the 80s. Like, it's going to be so shit. Nobody could have expected how hard they went with this movie. Like, say what you want about Tom Cruise, but the dude knows how to make good movies.
Konosuba Season 3.
Except, well, you know, when he's, like, heavily involved in them anyway. That's why I'm really excited for Mission Impossible. But yeah, Top Gun was a blast. The cinema I was in was so loud. Like, I went to go see it with my grandpa. He just, like, fucking turned his hearing aid off halfway through. But I think that's what made it so, like, exhilarating, was you really felt like everything was really up close because of how loud it was. And it was, like, I watched the first Top Gun the night before I went to go see it, and like, I really liked the first Top Gun, but that's definitely more of, like, a sort of, like, you know, vibes movie. Like, it's a good, like, summer vibes. Top Gun Maverick, I think they definitely added a lot more stakes in it. Like, I definitely got nervous during the movie, which I enjoyed. Like, I thought it was really it was just really exciting. Like, it was good to sit in the cinema and just, like, have a really good time. Like, I get this, like, turn your brain off sort of entertainment. Not that I'm calling that movie, like, you know, but as in, like, I get that expression now. Just sitting there and just taking it in. Like, the flight scenes were so exciting. I don't know if it would be as good at home, to be honest. Like, if you have, like, a decent TV and you just crank the fucking volume, like, max, I don't know if it would be the same as seeing it in a cinema. But I feel like most people saw it at the cinema. It made, like, $1 billion, so I feel like most people caught it. Better than the original? Yeah, like, I like them as much as each other. They're very different movies. Okay, Chip and Dale. I am interested to hear what people think of this, because this also got very mixed reviews, and I'm worried at how much I liked it. Yeah, probably more than The House. Chip and Dale, I thought was really, I really enjoyed it. Like, even just from I think a lot of the novelty was it feeling like a pretty big budget movie, like on Disney Plus. I think that hasn't worn off on me yet. Lots of L's. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. It wasn't like quite Roger Rabbit. Like, Roger Rabbit is like, you can't ever top that, for me. It was just like such a unique, but I don't think it was, no, it definitely was trying, but to like be like it, but I thought it was really fun. I thought it was a lot darker than I thought it was going to be, and the cameos didn't feel like gratuitous, I guess. Like the ugly Sonic joke was fucking hysterical. I will give them that. Sorry, man, but L. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Like, a lot of people didn't like it, which is fair enough. I understand why people wouldn't have taken to it, but I really liked it. I thought it was great. I'm just trying to remember what to say about it because I saw it so long ago. Yeah, the whole, like, bootlegging plot was kind of fucked up, I guess. Like, I guess I enjoyed that aspect about it, that it was kind of, like, really messed up. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it's surprising what they can get away with. Like, with Puss in Boots as well, I think they're really pushing what you can do with like a PG kids movie now. Yeah, I don't know. That's as much as I have to say about that one, I think. No, I've already done that one. This one's... Did anybody see 3,000 Years of Longing with Idris Elba? I feel like 3 people know what this movie is. More than Scream? Probably not.
My name is Jeff.
Top 5 incantations of Erector when.
Jesus, that was like so long ago. Yeah, I didn't mind it. I didn't like how the villain is based around a real person. Yeah, that was... I don't know whether it was like a really unfortunate coincidence with like the Peter Pan actor, but it feels a little bit too similar to not feel mean-spirited. 3,000 Years of Longing I thought was pretty good. It kind of didn't stick the landing for me at the end. The first 2/3 are like Idris Elba and Tilda Swinton in a hotel room, and he's like telling he's a genie in this movie. For those who don't know, he's a jinn, and he's like telling stories of like the first like all the previous wish holders that had his lamp, and like it was really well presented. Like you get really lost in the stories he's telling. I think this one might have been affected by COVID, though, because the last third of it kind of feels a bit out of place. Like, it feels intentional. It's not like something they had to just come up with out of the blue, but I think just, like, in terms of, like, flowing into it, it felt a bit abrupt, and it didn't really stick the landing for me, but yeah, I really liked it. I saw that with, my friend and I decided to go see 2 Idris Elba movies in one night. We called it the Big Driss double feature. This and Beast, which is the other one. I definitely like 3,000 Years more. Especially because we were the only friggin' people in the whole cinema. So... Yeah. I don't know. I feel like not a lot of people have seen it, so... I don't know. I don't really know how to talk about movies people haven't seen. But yeah, I liked it. I would recommend it. Jurassic World Dominion is another one that I think is interesting. Oh, where do I want to put this? I didn't hate it, but I feel like that was my like monkey brain. As soon as I saw like the guys from the original movie all together, there's like a little primal bit of my brain that was like, this is, you know, like a good movie. I thought it was like incredibly stupid, but I thought it was like dumb fun. I didn't like hate it as much as everybody else did, but I absolutely understand why everybody would have hated it. Like, it is a very dumb movie. Like, especially like, I think this whole like, you know, conclusion of the Jurassic Saga thing was extremely silly. I don't know why they approached it with such reverence. Like, Jurassic Park has not been a super consistent series. like I've liked every movie except the second one, The Lost World, which I want to watch again. But like, yeah, I don't know. I didn't hate it, to be honest. Like again with Uncharted, it was like fine. I enjoyed it. I had fun with it. But yeah, I wouldn't like recommend it. I think it was. I like dinosaurs, alright. I just thought it was cool seeing dinosaurs. But I'm interested to hear what people think because I think a lot of it was super mixed. But I think a lot of people like fucking despised it. So okay, moving quicker. I'm a lot more insecure about talking about movies I know other people here have not seen in a stream instead of a video. Decision to Leave is a South Korean movie directed by the same guy who did Oldboy, I think. I actually want to check that before I talk out of my ass. Is that right? Yes, okay, I'm right. I really liked it. It's a really it's like a crime drama romance sort of movie, and it didn't quite leave an impression on me like I had hoped it would. Like, this is what I was talking about earlier with feeling the movie. Like, if it elicits like an emotional reaction, like Jurassic World did with like a fucking like monkey brain when I saw all the characters from the original movie. But, oh wait, people have actually seen this movie? Yo, sweet. I'm glad. It was really good. It's super well made. I want to give it another watch. But it just, yeah, it didn't really, like, leave an impression on me, which I was kind of hoping it would. Okay, Bob's Burgers movie, which I didn't even know came out this year. I have been pretty vocal previously in my dislike of musicals, and I think the Bob's Burgers movie really made me shut up about that, because this is the first movie where I've genuinely wanted more songs. There's only like 3 of them in there, and I've listened to them on repeat like 1,000 times. They give up pretty quickly with it, but I fucking like, I've never seen Bob's Burgers. I talked about this in the cartoon movies video for those who have seen that. I pretty much gave most of my opinion on it there, but yeah, I would really like. It reminded, as I said in that video, it reminded me a lot of the Simpsons movie, like with the
Love YRDB cool.
It reminded me a lot of the Simpsons movie with the animation, like, in terms of it looking like super huge upgrade from the show. And it's a huge shame that it like bombed as hard as it did, because it's like, I wish I'd caught it at the cinemas. I had no interest in seeing it. Because I think a lot of people have that mentality of like, why would I want to watch a cartoon at the movies when I could just watch it on TV? But it would have been much better in a cinema environment. But yeah, I liked it. It was like a cute 12 a.m. movie. The songs are really good. I thought it was funny. It's very like dry humor though. So I feel like if yeah, people that are used to that who have seen the show. I'm not sure if I should count this or not, to be honest. The Inside outtakes came out on YouTube. Obviously Inside was one of my favorite movies from last year, if you want to call it a movie. But yeah, Bo Burnham released the outtakes for free on YouTube, and it wasn't even just like a clip reel.
Did you see the Banshees of Inisherin?
I'm meaning to watch that. I'm gonna go see it next week or sometime. Yeah, Inside outtakes was like, he just released like basically like a DLC for Inside for free on YouTube.
Here in Australia at all?
Yeah, Pearl not coming out here at all was really frustrating. It's like Shin Ultraman. Like, how else am I supposed to watch it? If they're just not gonna, if they're not gonna fucking like release it, what else am I supposed to do? Yeah, the outtakes are really good. Like I've been binging I've been listening to the songs on repeat as well. It was like, it's just to have it like shadow drop with no warning whatsoever and be like, here's like another hour long of content, and it was like really well put together. So it's definitely good to get more of that, and for free as well, which is really nice. Okay, I'm gonna try and move a bit more quickly. Sorry everyone, I'm taking forever. It's this one. I watched one of the 2 anime movies I saw all year was the Mobile Suit Gundam movie, which was really good. It's for those who don't know, this is a movie-length adaptation of what everyone considers to be the worst episode of the original series, because they like outsourced the animation or something because they needed like a filler week. So they had to like just make up a self-contained story that had nothing to do with the rest of it or something, I think is the story. But they extending a 20-minute episode that was completely unrelated to the series into a full movie worked way more than I thought it would. The Gundam is barely in it, but I think like the scenes that it made the scenes where it was in it like way cooler. Animation wise, I really want a full Mobile Suit Gundam like remake. I love the original series, don't get me wrong, but like I need to see more of it in this style. But yeah, I loved it. I thought it was really good. Definitely recommend. Dragon Ball Super Superhero, the worst title for the best movie I saw last year. I reckon I'm gonna put this... Did I just shift something? Oops. You go back down where you belong. I want to put this above... I don't know. Roughly correct. Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably getting my Gundam facts wrong. Yeah, I'm happy with it there. I really, like, I was very apprehensive with Superhero because obviously Broly was, like, everything I've ever wanted from a Dragon Ball movie. But, like, to see them nail the art style and animation and then to immediately go back on it, I was a bit worried about, but the 3D animation was really good. I thought it was fantastic. Like, it was... The letterbox description isn't working. Yeah, sorry, I realized I changed the name on it. I'll fix that. Yeah, Superhero was... Okay, so as someone whose favorite Dragon Ball character is Piccolo, I cannot tell you how satisfying it was to finally have a movie where he gets to do something other than just be the guy who shows up and looks cool and then gets taken out by the main villain to make Goku's, like, Goku look cooler. No way Superhero is below turning red. Yeah, I don't know. It's less that, like, I like this movie more and more that I like them equally, but I just kind of want to group them all together. I really don't care about the specifics of the order, just so long as, yeah. But Superhero was super fun. I love how they still had to get Goku in there at some point. They just could not resist themselves. They could not resist just putting, like, a scene with Goku in there that has nothing to do with the rest of the movie, but obviously that's, like, updating... you know, the general audience. But I thought it was super, like, interesting as, like, a spin-off sort of side story thing. Wasn't super keen on the forms at the end. I thought that was a bit... Like, Dragon Ball is, like, super obsessed with transformations at the moment. I don't know if you guys have seen, like, that new Vegeta one where he's got, like, no eyebrows. It looks so off, but, you know, it was fun. I really enjoyed Superhero. It was great. And, yeah, it was, like, more slice of life sort of stuff. And, I don't know, it was more of what I wanted out of Dragon Ball, so it was really good. Okay, here we go. Okay. Thor Love and Thunder, I'm going to retroactively move down out of fear of the chat. I might put it beneath the Northman, so people don't get mad at me. When I went into it, I had no issues whatsoever. I was like, that was great. I had fun. I came out of the cinema, I was like, that was great. And then I went home and I went on Reddit and every single person was like, this movie fucking sucks. Like, everyone was like, that was terrible. And I was like, oh, alright. Looking back on it, I get where a lot of the, like, I agree in retrospect. Like, a lot of the problems I had with it in that it was a bit too jokey, and not in like a good, endearing way, like, Ragnarok was. I think Ragnarok super nailed like the mix between comedy and action and like seriousness. And Thor Love and Thunder sort of leaned a little bit too into the goofiness. It is so interesting to watch how quickly everybody has turned on Taika Waititi. Adam, I respect you a little less now. Yes, because I disagree with you about a movie. This is so sad. This is the reason why I don't want to do a video, because people take movie opinions so violently. It is like... Yeah, so the stuff with Gore I thought was great. Like, there was, like, that scene where they're on the black and white planet was really interesting. I wish there was more stuff like that. But there's a lot of, like, really silly moments in it. And some of it worked for me, some of it didn't. Like, the screaming goat joke got old the first time. I'm really interested to hear what people think of this one. I think I'm getting a lot of this movie fucking sucks in the chat, which is fair. I understand why people didn't like it. But yeah, I don't have as much vitriol toward it as a lot of other people did. Okay, Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe, I got barely anything out of, to be honest. I really did not... Like, I watched it for the Cartoon Movies video because I felt like I had to, but I enjoyed, the Do America way more. Like, it just felt like a streaming, like, movie. They're like, you know, we have to make a new Beavis and Butthead movie, so, you know. But I enjoyed it. It's just, as someone who's not a fan of the series, I think it was, not for me. Okay, there we go. So this is the good speed. The Man from Toronto. Yo, I'm putting this beneath Morbius and I don't even feel bad. I cannot believe Netflix has this ability to churn out absolute garbage at such a regular basis. How much money are they wasting on these, like, fucking lifeless movies? I got absolutely nothing out of The Man from Toronto. I watched it with some friends. They chose it, obviously, because haha Woody Harrelson and haha Kevin Hart. It was the most lifeless experience. I got, like, more out of Free Guy last year than I did this. Like, I legitimately got more out of Morbius. The best movie of the year. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. I got more out of Morbius. I'm not even kidding. It was such a nothing movie. But in saying that, I feel like you could enjoy it if that was your thing. I feel like I'm being a bit too harsh on it, actually. I don't know. It wasn't like... It's not that it's terrible. Like, it's not incompetently made or anything. It was just... I just got nothing out of it. You see, Morbius is funny, but Man from Toronto, no, exactly. Also, I hear that people who live in Toronto just say Toronto. Like... Okay, the one that everyone in the fucking chat is hounding me about, Bullet Train. Jesus Christ. I loved it. Alright, relax. Relax. Chill out. It just keeps climbing. Over Sonic? Yeah, I think I did like it more than Sonic. Bullet Train, it was, like... I understand the low critical reception for it. Like, I get it. But I had so much fun with it. Like, it was super funny. The action was really good. It does feel like a guy movie, if that, like, you know, like a dad movie, if that makes sense. Like a, like John Wick or Nobody. Not to insult the quality of the movies, but do you know what I mean? Like, they're the sort of movies that, like, 50-year-old dads would, like, hold with such reverence. I think it was a bit quirkier than they're used to, though. There was a little bit more, like, humor than they probably like, but... God, I loved Bullet Train. I thought it was really good. Yeah, God, I had so much fun with it. And I thought they did, like, they do a lot of flashbacks and, like, they, obviously, every time they introduce a character, they go back a bit. I thought that non-linear storytelling worked really well. I thought that was really interesting. Yeah, I hope everyone's fucking happy. Jesus Christ. So what you're saying is I need to recommend it to my dad. Yes, they'll love it. But yeah, I think everyone really liked Bullet Train. There was a huge divide with, like, audience and critical reception with this one, which is interesting. I thought it was, like, awesome. I really loved it. We'll watch it again. Zombies 3! Okay, you're gonna see something interesting this year. For those who watched the last 2021 movies video, I had two series on there, Zombies and the After movies, that I fucking, like, started watching ironically with friends, and at this point, I am unironically enjoying them, and I'm getting more, like, literal Stockholm Syndrome. Zombies 3 was my favorite one. I actually genuinely enjoy, I mean, we rewatched the other Zombies movies first, and I, like, genuinely enjoyed them, way more than I did the first time. The songs were better. It's the last movie in the series, and I think they nailed it. But, like, I just don't know what's happened to me. Like, I went from, like hating them, like, genuinely, to absolutely loving them. And it's incredible how you can, like, meme yourself into loving a movie. Yeah, Zombies 3 was great. I can't believe I'm saying that. Nope. Nope is another one that has a lot of divide on it. I think is really interesting. I think it was one of my favorites of the whole year. I liked it better than Get Out, which is saying a lot, because I thought Get Out was really, really good. Might save it, just in case. Nope, I think, like, for me, just the way it was presented sort of, like, scared the shit out of it. For an M-rated movie, it was incredible what they managed to get away with. This movie is really uncomfortable at times, and like, genuinely scary. I think it was just, like... it was, like, super unearthly. It's not quite what I would be used to with, like, an alien sort of movie. And I went into it not knowing anything about it except something to do with UFOs. So not knowing that and going into it completely blind, I think was, like, a huge benefit, because I was blown away. There's this scene with a monkey at the beginning, and I was sitting in my seat, like, genuinely terrified. at the very beginning. I was like actually shit scared. Yeah, I loved Nope. I thought it was super good. Definitely recommend. Prey. Oh my god. Okay, so I had to watch this one because like I know I didn't catch a lot of streaming movies, but I was so excited for Prey. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Maybe, no, that's fine. Prey was brilliant. Definitely my favorite Predator movie so far. Although I do want to watch the first one again. Because again, I didn't really, like, I don't know. The way when I watched it like 4 or 5 years ago and I didn't. But Prey was like so well made. It was, like, it made Predators like super, like genuinely scary again. Like I genuinely was like, worried and like stressed out while watching it. Yeah, I can't recommend it enough. It was super good. It was super good. Oh my god. And for a streaming movie too? Like, holy shit. God, I want to watch it again. I want to watch everything again. This was something I meant to say. There were so many good movies this year. Like, I can barely complain. Like, obviously you get your usual stinkers, but like, there were so many good movies. Okay. Rise of the TMNT, who saw this one? I'm interested. Yeah, that's fine. Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I talked about the show. I think I did talk about this in the cartoon movies video, so I'll be brief. But yeah, basically fixed all of the problems I had with the show. The animation is absolutely god tier. Like, I can't, like, genuinely incredible. Like, I was sitting there in awe of, like, how did they pull this off? It went so hard. I can't even tell you. It's so good. Huge recommend. Beast. Okay. Movie 2 of the Big Driss double feature. I have to admit, I was not a huge fan of Beast. It wasn't bad or anything. Like, it was surprisingly... Is Prey a movie or a show? Everything here are movies. I'll get to shows later, maybe. Beast is a movie where Idris Elba fights a lion. And it was exactly what I expected out of that premise. He does, in fact, punch it in the face at some point. I got what I wanted out of it. There was, like, there's a lot of, like, long takes. Like, it wasn't just slapped together. I saw a comment before where someone was like, it wants to be Jaws so bad. It was well made. I just, like, I don't know. It's Idris Elba fighting a lion. There's not much to get. Oh, yeah, and the kids. He has, like, 2 daughters, and they're, like, kind of annoying. Yeah, I don't know. Not much to say about that one. Okay, my favorite of the year, obviously. After Ever Happy. Again, I am extremely concerned at how invested in this series I am. I am not even kidding. I am enjoying them. I'm invested. I'm not memeing. I am invested in this series.
Hey Adam, I've been here for 6 to 7 years, and you're
What?
my favorite content creator.
Jesus, that's a
Keep
long
doing
time.
great,
Thank
man.
you.
You deserve everything here.
I have not played
Since
God of
we've
War
brought
yet.
up
No,
Thor,
sorry, I don't have a PS5.
Have you played God of War Ragnarok?
After Ever Happy is exactly the same as all of the other movies. Hardin and Tessa, for those who don't know and didn't see last year's video, right? It is a movie adaptation of a Harry Styles fan fiction from Wattpad, and they've made 4 movies out of it. And it is the worst series ever made, and it is so entertaining. I cannot stop watching them. They got like another 2 coming up, I think. Nothing fucking happens in this movie. It is the exact same as the last one. I'm losing my voice, my god. We're not even halfway. I'm losing. Oh no, we're about halfway. I'm losing my voice, goddamn. Nothing happens. Hardin and Tessa in every fucking movie, they fall in love, they argue, they break up, they cheat on each other, and then they get back together, and the movie ends. And I'm invested. I love it. After Ever Happy is one of the worst titles I've ever heard. It's not even grammatically correct. Yeah, I know. It is so guilty. It's my biggest guilty pleasure. We saw it, yeah, I saw it in the cinemas, and I was genuinely, I got more out of it than fucking, like, maybe not more than Beast. I feel like it's disrespectful. Yeah, I don't know. I genuinely enjoyed it, and I'm extremely worried at the fact that I did. And I'm not joking. Okay. Barbarian! Oh my god. No one saw this. Did anyone see Barbarian? This was so fucking good. Where do you want to put this? Maybe, yeah. Better than Prey? I don't know. I'll just put them together. It doesn't matter. Barbarian, I went into zero idea what it was about. It was the best choice I've ever made. I went into it just seeing the poster. I knew something about Airbnb. This movie is equally scary and funny. Like, there were times where I was like on the edge of my seat, and then like 10 minutes later, I was laughing my ass off. It nailed that mix of like humor and like genuine terror. I thought it was super unique. The last last third of it, I thought wasn't quite as strong as the rest of it. Like, when it sort of turns more into more of a horror, like a traditional horror movie. Not in the same sense that, like, it's still, like, very unique, but I think that the first 2/3 definitely, like, it's so good. I don't want to tell you anything about it. I just recommend it. It was really good. It was really good. Please go see it. What was that called? Bones and All. Bones and All is a movie by the director of Call Me By Your Name, which I liked a lot more. I thought it was good. It's just another one of those ones where I feel like I didn't get a lot out of it. Like, I maybe want to rewatch it again. It's about, like, they don't explicitly call them vampires, but they're basically vampires. With Timothy Chalamet. It's, like, it's super well made. Like, it's very, like, immersive, I want to say. Like, the way it's shot, and it's like a road trip movie, right? And a lot of it is very atmospheric, and I really enjoyed, like, the vibe of the movie. But I just didn't really feel much for their relationship in it. I don't know. It didn't quite... I don't want to say anything. I want to rewatch it. Yeah, I don't know. Bones and All was the only movie to make America look nice. Where the fuck is Lightyear? I didn't watch it. I'm sorry. I didn't see it in time. I didn't get to it in the cinema. I know. What a loser. We did Pearl. Oh, yeah. This one I'm interested in. Okay. I'm not saying shit until I hear what people say. What did everyone think of Don't Worry Darling for everyone who saw it? I'm so interested to hear what people thought. I am hyped for the Barbie movie. I've seen that question 8,000 times. Thank you for asking it. I'm very excited, like, unironically. It sucks. I haven't seen it. Speaking of Harry Styles. Come on. I want to hear. LW, good till Act 3. Yeah, okay, so I liked the first 2/3 of it a lot. Like, I think it was the build-up was great. I really enjoyed the, like, feeling like it was going to get to a better conclusion. I think made me enjoy it more. And obviously, I'm super biased. I love Harry Styles, so I was like, fuck yeah. You know, Harry Styles in this movie, I'm gonna love it regardless. He's barely in the fucking movie. I think they must have cut him a lot. I didn't, like, hate it. I think a lot of people ragged on it a lot. But I enjoyed it. But I definitely agree, it felt like an overlong Black Mirror episode that has already been done before. Which is a shame, because Olivia Wilde, the director, she did, I think, Booksmart, didn't she? Let me just check that. Really gotta check my sources before I... Yeah, she did. Booksmart is, like, one of my favorite movies from 2019. And it's interesting to see her, like, tackle a different... Because that's more of, like, a, coming-of-age sort of drama. This one's, like, a sci-fi horror sort of movie, like, thriller. So it's cool to see her, like, try a different... And, you know, removing it from all of the drama related to the movie, I don't care. You know, I went in with, like, a lot of expectations, because obviously it was a very controversial movie, but... Yeah, I liked it, but I thought it could have been a lot better. Especially in the third, What about Rise of Gru? I didn't see... I'm gonna watch fucking Minions, guys. Are you kidding? Okay, what do we got next? Ticket to Paradise. Okay, this was a mom movie. I'm sorry. I saw it with my mom. I liked it. I like seeing movies with my mom. Where am I gonna put that? I liked it. It was pretty good. I can't, like, fault it. It wasn't... George Clooney and, the woman I can't remember the name of. God, I have to... Someone in the chat will tell me. I'm sure someone's told it. Julia Roberts, I guess. Yeah, it was a nice, like, beach summer vibe movie. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It was fine. You know, it's a mom movie. You know, it's not much to say about it. What do we got next? Oh yeah, See How They Run. No one here has seen this. If anyone here has seen this, I will be so surprised. Where I'll put that. I want to put that. I don't know, man. Where should that go? Didn't like it as much. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Put it there. Anyway, so yeah, See How They Run was like a murder mystery sort of with Sam Rockwell, and I can't pronounce her name, but I love her. Just look up the cast list. Yeah, again, that's another one where I feel like all the elements were there to make it a really unique movie, but it just didn't quite, like, make an impression on me. Like, even now, I'm, like, struggling to think of what to talk about. But, yeah, I really liked it. Like, it was great. I thought it was really cool. And it was, like, it's funny, not in the traditional sense. Like, a lot of the jokes were very dry. It just felt like, I don't know how to describe it. It felt like very muted. Like everyone was just kind of on autopilot. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, but more of like, you know, everything that happens in it, you feel like, yeah, you know, that was just the logical thing. I don't know if that makes any sense. It was just kind of like, you know, I don't like using the word predictable, but I think that would better explain where I'm coming from. It was more of like, you know, yeah, that's, but I like, no, it's a good movie. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Definitely recommend. Oh yes, Glass Onion. Okay. I was lucky enough to see this in cinemas. I am so happy Netflix was kind enough to release it in cinemas. I guess they wanted more money. This was one of my favorites of the year, for sure. I want to put it... I think I liked it more than... maybe not Nope. Yeah, put it there. I'm happy with that. Yeah, I so glad I got to see it in cinemas, even though I was actually talking about it with a friend, funnily enough. And he watched it at home, and he was saying, you know, it's on Netflix. Why don't you just watch it at Netflix? Why do you have to go to the movies? And funnily enough, the cinema that I was in, there was a couple next to us that wouldn't shut the fuck up the entire time. So you wouldn't have gotten that at home. But I am glad I saw it in the cinemas. I fucking adored it. It was so... I don't know if I like it more than
How was
Knives Out.
Black Adam and Last Wish?
I'll get to them. It was great on Netflix. You got scammed. Yeah, I hope they make a million more of them. It was just as good. I'd reckon... I don't know. I like Knives Out a lot. Like, it'd take a lot to be as good. But it definitely, like, got really close, which is super impressive. I was watching Red Letter Media's... Thank you. Red Letter Media's video on it. I think they were talking about it in their catch-up video they just made. And they were saying, like, Rian Johnson's, like, humor is very self-gratifying. Like, there's a lot of... They have to, like, keep over-explaining the joke. I didn't feel that at all, to be honest. I thought it was really funny. And it is entirely the characters that, like, carry the whole... Like, it wouldn't... I don't think it would work if the actors and the performances weren't as endearing. Like, they have this cast of hilariously stupid characters. And obviously Daniel Craig was fantastic, so... Yeah, that was... I don't know. I highly recommend it. It's on Netflix now, so... Okay, The Menu. Huge surprise. I thought this movie was going to be about cannibalism and was going to be really dumb. It was not. It was great. Genuinely stressed me out. I want to say probably more than Prey. I don't know about Barbarian. God, so this is where I need more thought. I'll fix this later. I'm just kind of lumping them together. Yeah, The Menu was really good. Genuinely super stressful movie. It is like a horror comedy, and I've been, I think in the last two, like, I don't know if people would agree with me, but I feel like the last two, like, 2020 movie video sort of things, I feel like I come off very pretentious. I don't mean to, but especially in the areas where I'm talking about, like, campy movies, because I'm like, you know, I could never get behind a horror comedy because I just couldn't understand, like, how can something be scary and also be funny at the same time? They are, like, polar opposite. But both Barbarian and The Menu both nailed it. The Menu more so, like, thriller, I think, than, like, genuinely scary, but it was equally as funny as it was, like, tense. So, yeah, I really enjoyed it. Very, very bizarre movie. No bread, no food, just wanted a cheeseburger.
No
yeah,
bread,
I really
no
enjoyed
food,
it.
Just wanted a cheeseburger, LMAO.
Okay, Project Wolf Hunting. No one here has heard of this. This is another South Korean movie my friend suggested we go see. Where do you want to put that? Yeah, I'm happy with that. If Gordon Ramsay was a pretentious cult leader, yeah. Project Wolf Hunting is the most violent movie I've ever seen in my life. I was actually, like... It was rated R here, and it takes a lot to get a movie rated R in cinemas. But, like, by the end of the movie, I was kind of, like, sick of the violence. Like, it was so, there's so much of it. I was genuinely like over it. It is so excessive and gory, in a great way. Like for the, oh yeah, that's right. So without giving anything away, because I do recommend this movie, if you can stomach gore, but the first half or third of it is a lot more realistic, and I enjoyed that a bit more than the turn it took. Like it goes for a more Resident Evil-y sort of route, which I liked, don't get me wrong, but I liked it a lot more in the first like third of it, because it was more like grounded, and obviously like the violence was very over the top, but there wasn't anything like I don't want to spoil it, you know what I mean. Anyone who's seen it, no one's seen it. Anyway, it was great, go see it. Oh yo, Smile, I can't wait to hear what people think of this. One of my friends made a very good point. I went into this, oh, the music stopped, hold on. There we go. One of my friends made a very good point that if you go into a movie expecting to hate it, you're probably going to hate it. For me, more so, I talked about this on Button Smashers. Smile was like the fucking worst cinema experience and the best at the same time. Like, the cinema I was in, there was this girl. So if I'm sitting here, there was this girl in a row, like 3 maybe rows, and she was so loud throughout the whole movie. Every time there was like a silent bit with like a jump scare, she was like audibly like, no, 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 like, and she'd scream, and there was this one bit where she was like, what the fuck are you doing? And everyone in the whole cinema cracked up. I could not have possibly taken this movie seriously because of the audience I had. I thought it was very, like, I went into it expecting it to be like the Bye Bye Man, you know, where it was going to be like unbelievably shit. But in terms of like how it was presented, they definitely put a lot more effort into it than I was expecting. There was like a lot of style in terms of the I don't know, like the camera work. It was like, I don't know, I thought it was very obnoxious. I didn't like it, but I get why people would. I didn't think it was terrible. The end was pretty cool, but yeah, I don't know. Horror movies are very hit or miss for me. Okay, I'm gonna count Werewolf by Night just for the sake of, because I know people wanted me to talk about it. But it's not really a movie. This was my favorite Marvel thing that came out this year, if we can count it. Yeah, I thought it was terrific. I thought it was super good. Like, it was super different from the rest of the MCU, which we're obviously all really wanting at the moment, I think. Which is interesting, because I think Phase 4 has been the most diverse in terms of, like... Obviously, not all of it has worked, but I think a lot of people really want, like, different stuff. And I feel like we kind of got that. It didn't work for everyone, but Werewolf by Night is definitely the most different thing they've done. I thought it was super cool, really well made. I did not expect to like it at all. I put it on just on a whim. The black and white works super well. The cinematography was excellent. For those who don't know, it was directed by the guy who scored the Batman. And the freaking, like, score in that was so good.
There's an Among Us reference in the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3
actually
trailer with them wearing coloured suits.
Yes, I will count the Guardians Holiday Special if I'm counting this. Okay, we're almost there. We're in the last row. We're almost there, guys. Hocus Pocus 2. I didn't love the original, to be honest. Like, I think I liked it more in retrospect after watching the second one, because it made me appreciate it a bit more. It wasn't bad, but it definitely had that, like, legacy sequel sort of, like, we're doing a sequel after, like, 20 years sort of, I don't know, the modern jokes that didn't really work as well for me, but it was really nice seeing the Sanderson sisters again. I didn't grow up with Hocus Pocus. I watched it like a year ago. For those who don't know, it was a Disney Channel movie. People are very fond of it, like a Halloween sort of. First one's great. I really like it. But yeah, I think growing up with it, you have a bit of a different opinion on it. So the second one feels a bit more like I don't know, it felt a bit more... Disney Plus exclusive movies just have a very, like a vibe to them, like a product sort of vibe. I think that's just, I've been on Reddit too much and I'm too cynical, but it was good. It was still good, don't get me wrong. Sorry, I'm talking about the problems more so than what I actually liked about it. But yeah, I like the first one more. No, Halloween Kills is the other one, my bad. Halloween Ends. I can't wait. Okay, everyone. What did everyone think of Halloween Ends? You're gonna hate me for this. You're all gonna hate me for this. What did everyone think? Oh, it released in cinemas. My bad. Easily most disappointing movie I've ever seen. Okay. Yeah, problems are easier to spot than things you like. Okay, fair enough. No, like, it was, Hocus Pocus 2 was, like, I liked it a lot. It was, the songs were good. I think there was only, like, 1 or 2 musical numbers, but they gave, like, a bit more backstory on, like, the sisters, and I thought that was cool. I definitely enjoyed their characters a little bit, like, more than I thought I would. Okay, anyway. It fucking sucked. It sucked. I don't watch horror. L. Terrible. Oh my god, it was a mad stinker. Okay, I'm so sorry. Oh Christ. I'm worried about this one. Okay, let me explain, alright? I talked last year, I said Halloween Kills I thought was very meandering and had absolutely no idea what it wanted to do. But it makes even less sense in retrospect because of Halloween Ends, because Ends is like an epilogue more so than like a final sort of thing. So what was the point of Kills if Kills was just wasting time? But I thought Ends was actually really interesting for most of it, because Michael Myers is barely in it. Like, it's a super... It feels like a passing of the torch sort of like... Yeah, an epilogue sort of thing of like, you know, evil never dies sort of thing. I enjoyed it. Like, some of it was unintentionally hilarious, and some of it I genuinely thought was pretty interesting. It definitely did not go in the direction I thought it would, and I want to give it props to that. I thought it was, like, really interesting until the last 20 minutes when they have to deliver on the thing they promised in the movie, which is this whole fucking stupid, like, the big conclusion to the Michael Myers Laurie Strode saga. That shit sucks so hard. Which is funny because I think that's what people liked about it. And I think there's there's a really interesting divide between some people agree with me in saying, like, you know, it was interesting because it was different, and some people went into it hating it because they didn't get out of it what they thought they would, which, to be fair, they did very heavily advertise that it was going to be, you know, the same shit. But I thought it was surprisingly interesting. Like, they took a lot of risks with it. I don't know. I really enjoyed it. Mostly. The ending fucking ruined it for me. It was so ham-fisted. They just didn't know what they wanted to make. Yeah, like, I just don't get, why would you make a Halloween reboot trilogy if you clearly don't know what you want to do with it? Like, the first Halloween, like, in 2018, had a very clear idea of what it was about. And then Kills just doesn't do anything. Like, he's just... Michael Myers goes around for 2 hours and kills people. And I guess, like, I've talked about it in that last video. The whole point was them sort of going on about the effect that he's having on Haddonfield. And they sort of have that in this one. But it just didn't feel very cohesive. Like, bro, Asylum movies have corrupted his taste. Yeah, after watching that shit, dude, anything looks good. I'm not saying it was amazing. I just, I thought it was a bit better than a lot of people are giving it credit for. Speaking of best movies of the year, did anybody else watch Grim Cuddy? Because, she would put that above Smile. Grim Cuddy is a Disney Plus or Hulu if you're in America exclusive movie about an internet meme that comes to life and starts killing everyone. I went into it expecting it to be, like, hilariously bad, and watching it with friends definitely elevated it, but I hate that I didn't disagree with the moral of it. Not to, like, spoil the actual content of the movie, but it comes off as, like, a very phone bad sort of movie, but the actual moral of it is about overprotective parents and, like, how they're, like, you know, exacerbating a problem. It was kind of about the Momo shit that happened, like, a couple years ago, in that, like, it was really a nothing thing, and parents got so worried about it that they spread it way more than it should have. And I kind of, like, I liked that.
The Diary of a Wimpy Kid killed his mom and was planning to kill the Canadian president.
Rules, yeah.
Got life as is now dead. Because he didn't want his mom finding out he was skipping school.
Right. Yeah, anyway, Grim Cuddy was hilarious. Definitely recommend. I laughed every time he came on screen. I fucking died laughing. It's on Disney Plus. Definitely recommend it. Okay. Oh, yo. Okay. Speaking of real best movies of the year, Black Adam. Ayo. God, I don't even fucking know. I don't know where I want to put this. I don't care. No. Maybe. Black Adam was fine. Like, I didn't think it was fucking awful. I really liked the Justice Society. I thought that kind of saved the movie for me. Like, yeah, Pierce Brosnan and, the other, sorry, I'm getting distracted by the chat. I thought it was, like, it was enjoyable. Black Adam was my least favorite part about it. And obviously, you know, with all the shit going on with DC right now, they're a whole mess. I'm so surprised that it actually got, made, to be honest. And I don't know. It was kind of very Sony Marvel movie sort of formula. Like, there's a lot of slow-mo stuff, and I'm trying to look back on it. I really didn't see it that long ago. I don't know. Yeah, the Noah Centino, I think. I don't remember his name. Thank you. But yeah, I don't know. I thought it was fine. Like, I would see, like, The Rock is hilarious, but I think he just doesn't. I agree with what people were saying, that he kind of muddled the point of the Black Adam character, in that, like, you know, he was more of like an anti-hero sort of thing. Like, oh my god, right, that fucking kid in that movie, holy shit. I was trying to remember why I didn't like it. That kid was so annoying. Oh my god, there's a kid in the movie that, like, is Black Adam's friend and shit, and he is the worst character. I know, no offense to the actor. It is not the performance. It is the lines are so... And that, like, there's a villain at the end that's spoiled in the trailer.
Black Adam finally does what a hero is supposed to do. Kill the villains so they can't cause any
more
damage.
I guess.
Not a villain,
yeah, there was an extra villain at the end that really wasn't needed. Like, it felt very like, you know, here's what we have to do in a superhero movie. But I didn't hate it. I'm interested to know what people thought of it. Anyway, almost there, guys. Black Panther. This was probably my favorite Marvel movie the whole year. Like, obviously, friggin', what was it? Werewolf by Night was my favorite Marvel thing, but I think I liked this the most. I'll put it just above. I thought, for a movie that was obviously very, like, slapped together, like, they had to rewrite a ton of stuff, obviously, with Chadwick passing away. It didn't feel like that to me at all. It felt like a movie they'd like been planning. And maybe there were elements of the original cut that made it in there, but for a movie, like, all about grief, and, like, it is a very miserable movie. I thought Shuri was a surprisingly good protagonist. Like, I was kind of dreading going into the movie without, like, T'Challa being in it, but I thought they really did a good job with the characters in it. There's this whole subplot with, like, US agents that have absolutely nothing to do with the rest of the movie, and it is, like, really long because of it. But yeah, that could have been cut, like, a ton, but I think that's obviously setting up future movies. Marvel was getting a little bit less subtle with that, I think, lately. Or again, maybe it was better integrated into the original version, but yeah, Black Panther super blew me away. Even though it was, like, the longest fucking movie ever made, I think it was my favorite Marvel movie, which I was not looking forward to it at all. I was like, I don't give a shit about. I did not like the first Black Panther a lot, but I thought Black Panther 2 was a lot better, so yeah, it was really good. Okay, Guardians Holiday Special, which we're counting. Oh yeah, and the visual effects looked worse than they did in, like, a lot of other movies. That was really surprising in Black Panther. Yeah. I liked Guardians Holiday Special a lot. It definitely felt like an appetizer for the upcoming Volume 3. Like, it kind of, all my problems with it were more so just I wanted more out of it. But it was a fun little, like, half hour. It's really interesting. It feels super low budget sometimes, and then other times it feels like they have that Marvel money. But
yeah.
American
when you
Pie.
gotta review
I've
American
never seen
Pie,
it.
you look like the main character.
Yeah, I'm super looking forward to Guardians 3, but yeah, Holiday Special was a nice little, like, intermission. Okay. Violet Night. We're finally getting to the movies that people actually remember. Where is this one? It's getting tough now. I'm really having to remember. Yeah, I put it over Black Adam. Violet Night was fun. I thought the action scenes started off a little rough, and I was worried about that because that's obviously like the main appeal of the movie. It was done by like the same, like they hired the same like fight choreographers as I think John Wick. Don't quote me on that. So I was excited for that, and maybe not John Wick, but Nobody at least, the one with Saul Goodman. But yeah, I thought it was like, sorry, I'm losing track reading the chat. I thought it's like fun. It was nice to see it. It was nice to actually go and watch a Christmas movie at Christmas time, especially one that was just like, what if Santa was John Wick? It was just like super. 2 minutes of saying Rhea differently. Huh? Okay. Yeah, I thought like the characters weren't super strong. Like it didn't. The story outside of the
7/10.
I have no idea what that means. Outside of like the fight scenes, it didn't super grab me, but I thought like, you know, it's a dumb, silly movie about Santa Claus beating people up. I got what I wanted out of it. It was fun. All right. Before we get to the three that everybody, well, one that everybody really wants me to talk about, there is an Australian movie called Carnifex that my friend suggested we watch. And I went into that like, but it was pretty good. It's a movie about drop bears, like the extinct species that drop bears were based off of, like this humongous, terrifying koala fucking monster thing. It's very low budget. It's very like funded by the Australian government sort of movie. Like, you know, we're working what we can. But I thought the performances were really strong, and that kind of like got me through the movie. I thought that was great. I don't know if other people would really get as much out of it. It's more of like a bunch of people walking around a forest, and they're like filming a documentary about the bushfires. And I honestly found the documentary stuff more interesting than the horror, which is like the second half. Carnifex sounds like an antidepressant brand. Where's Shin Ultraman? Take that up with the fucking guys who they will not release that movie here. That shit came out. Oh god, I'm losing my voice. That shit came out in Japan like mid of last year, and they still have not given us a release date. I'm so frustrated. Like, it's like, obviously I can just look up a link to it, but I really want to support it, but they will not release it here. It's so annoying. I want to watch it. I want to watch Ultraman. Okay, Roderick Rules I already talked about in the video I made on it. I don't need to elaborate on that. It was surprisingly fine. I honestly think I enjoyed more out of it. Are you excited about Cocaine Bear?
Are you excited about
Most
Cocaine
anticipated
Bear?
movie of the year, dude. Yeah, Roderick Rules is definitely an improvement over last year. I hope they get gradually better, but yeah, like, you know, I didn't get a ton out of it. They're releasing it now on film festivals. Yeah, in America, no one cares about Australia. No one cares. That's why Pearl, even a fucking A24 movie, can't get released here. The last, oops. Okay, Avatar. I am very interested to hear what everybody... They released Ultraman 2 days ago in the UK across like 6 cinemas on a weekday. Yeah, I know. And they finally... Like, I know that international release is super difficult. Like, I know that movie... I don't know if anyone's heard of Skinamarink, which just came out on Shudder. That released in like film festival ages ago. And it's been like super... It's been like mad pirated because they haven't been able to find a distributor for it. Like, I don't believe that we should be entitled to something just because it hasn't released, but it is very frustrating when it's like, you know, this is out somewhere and I'm not able to watch it when I really want to support it. So anyway, Avatar, I want to temper your expectations. All right. God, we're really going to put, yeah. Okay. So my friend insisted that he might be watching this now. He insisted that we watch this movie in 3D, and I have glasses. So I had to put the 3D glasses on top of my glasses, and I could not see shit, dude. That whole movie looked like a PS2 cutscene. I could not tell you if L put it back under Zombies 3. I could not tell you if the visuals, which are obviously like the major part that everyone is raving about, looked even any good, because the whole movie looked like a PS2 like pre-rendered cutscene. And obviously the story I didn't think... I've never seen Avatar 1, so I kind of had to like make up what I thought happened in it. I thought it was like, it was good. I enjoyed it, but like, yeah, I really would like to watch it again without 3D. No, that's a lie. I don't want to watch it again. I thought there were things you can clip onto your glasses. No, not at our cinemas. People hate Avatar 2. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it was... I was super unenthused to go and see it, to be honest. I just, like... I feel like there was a huge culture, like, around hoping it failed, which I thought was really bizarre, because, like, I don't know. That was... I would never, like, actively root for a movie to fail. I thought that was a bit weird, but... I also wasn't particularly wanting to go see it. I only saw it because my friends wanted to go see it, but... Yeah, it was good. It was fine. I didn't watch Rise of Gru. Jesus Christ. I'm so surprised how many people thought I'd go see Minions 2. I'm so surprised at how many people saw Minions 2. Okay, and last but not least, the one that everybody won't shut the fuck up about. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Hated it. I thought it was shit. He lied. Just keep climbing. Keep climbing. Where'd it go? Yeah. Maybe. I'm happy with that. I don't mind. Puss in Boots, maybe recency bias. Maybe. But, holy shit. Okay, DreamWorks had a really good year last year. It had a real, like, Bad Guys was a very good step in the right direction. Yeah. Puss in Boots, the last W. I didn't see Pinocchio, no, sorry. I meant to catch that in time. I was very lax with streaming movies this year. Puss in Boots, I only saw this movie because I knew that the animation was going to be different, like, look more like the Bad Guys. But, like, in general, everything was, like, top-notch. Like, I loved the characters. They had, like, Goldilocks and, like, the 3 bears in there, which is great. And they had, who was the... I saw this movie, like, 2 weeks ago. Who was the fucking guy, the bad guy? Because I don't know, I couldn't know the fairy tale who was based on. I couldn't even... Someone will tell me. Pekin Boots. I thought it was incredible. Big Jack Horner, thank you. I thought it like blew me away. I feel it's interesting because I feel like I had more fun with the bad guys, but I would rate them both extremely close. Like both of them the whole time I was just like having so much fun. I loved how much they took advantage of the fairy tale stuff. I kind of forgot. We haven't had a Shrek movie in like 100 years. I kind of genuinely forgot Shrek is meant to be like a big like parody of fantasy fairy tale stuff. So I honestly, like, that took me by surprise when they brought up stuff like, you know, like all the stuff that Jack Horner had, like the wand and the, and Puss having like, the 9 lives and stuff. Yeah, Jack is the main villain. Yeah, and obviously Death was, fucking incredible. Like, holy shit. We want to talk about that? My god. The fight scenes were incredible. They went so hard with this movie. I cannot praise it enough. I love it, and I could understand why people who haven't seen it are getting sick of hearing everybody raving about it, because it was, like, unbelievably, like, it is, I'm so glad it's picking up and people are seeing it, because it was, like, it fucking blew me away. And this is what I'm talking about with, before when I said the bad guys felt juvenile, in that Puss in Boots managed to pull almost, like, everything off without feeling like a kid's movie, if that makes sense. Like, it didn't feel like it was aiming itself at kids at all. It's very, like, violent, and there's, like, censor bleeps in it. It was super, like, edgy, but not, like, in the Shadow the Hedgehog way, you know what I mean? God, I loved it. I loved it so much. Even just making me think about it was so good. Shrek 5 is gonna go fucking hard if it's, like, anywhere near as good. And you know what I'm excited about? The next movie is Kung Fu Panda 4. And if Kung Fu Panda 4 follows in those footsteps, like, holy shit. That movie's gonna... If it looks like these movies, Death was not a villain. Bro, don't spoil the movie! Don't spoil the movie. I have to call him a villain. He's presented as a villain. God. All right, so that is every movie that I went through. Let us recap.
Death was not a villain just trying to teach
Bro,
Puss
stop
to enjoy
spoiling the
life and
movie.
not waste it.
I think I got everything.
He was just a force of nature.
Yeah, I think I got everything. I will do shows in a moment. Watch. So, let's just recap, because I want to be... So, Everything Everywhere All at Once, I'm definitely happy with being number one. As I said, I remember it like it was yesterday. It was brilliant. The Batman, I'm happy with being there. Yeah, that was super good. I really want to watch it again. Nope. Definitely love the shit out of it. Puss in Boots, happy with Glass Onion. Yeah, so this top 6, maybe the top 5 from like Batman to Rise. I, honest to God, could not. I got spoiled. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Seriously, dude, not cool. I said this was a no spoilers stream. Sorry, everyone. It will not ruin your enjoyment of the movie, though. I promise. Yeah, these top like 5 are like super. There was the movies that I really loved this year. I am like infatuated with. They were so good. Yeah, Bodies, definitely like loved it as much. So all of these, like these ones, I'd give like a 9 or 10 out of 10. RRR, fucking incredible. Bullet Train, super good. Sonic, Top Gun. Again, these ones are like muddled. I couldn't really tell you specifically. The Batman was not great. Too dark. Couldn't see anything. That's such a funny critique. Top Gun, Bad Guys, Barbarian Menu, Prey, Dragon Ball, Mobile Suit Gundam, Inside Out takes, which really shouldn't be on here. Werewolf by Night, Chip and Dale, The House, Pearl, Black Panther, Doctor Strange, Bob Burgers, 3000 Years, Project Wolf Hunting. Last year when You're watching a movie ranking, why would you trust YouTube chat not to spoil it? I don't know. Have you seen The Woman King? Nah, that's on my to watch list. Nobody was last year. Are you okay? Oh, wait. Year before that, not last year. Dohan Sweep, yeah. Did you like the Batman's OST? You disliked it? That was one of the best things about it. Tell me if Shin Ultraman's on the list. It will be when they fucking release it in Australia. Scream, Northman. I feel like I'm being hard on Northman. I haven't like yeah, anyway. Thor, Unbearable Weight, Carnifex, Decision to Leave. I wanted to like that one a lot more. I think I will rewatch that one. Uncharted. After Sun I will watch, yeah. Violent Night, Black Adam. Don't Worry Darling, Halloween Ends. X, Ticket to Paradise, Avatar, Jurassic World. I feel like this is like, I'm gonna see like L Take on Twitter or some bullshit like that. Shadow of the Day, Hocus Pocus, Incantation, Beast, After Ever Happy. I unironically want to put this one higher, and I hate it. I hate myself for that. Roderick Rules, Beavis and Butthead, Grim Cuddy Smile, Texas Chainsaw, Through My Window, Morbius, and The Man from Toronto. I cannot believe Morbius is not
until I say the CGI.
the lowest one. And the movie with the actual, like, fucking sexual assault is not the lowest one. Speaks wonders about how bad Morbius was. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Maybe I'll probably shift some stuff around, but don't take this as like a definitive, it's more so like a general order. Like what Letterboxd does, I think if you do this, or if I do, yeah, ranked list like that, it's sort of like, yeah, it's sort of like bundling stuff together. It doesn't really, I don't really care. But yeah, a lot of the movies I really want to, yeah, like Shin Ultraman I really want to catch, Pinocchio, Lightyear, I didn't get everything I really wanted to catch. But I figured there were, 60 movies exactly. Did you not get to see Babylon? That didn't come out until a couple days ago here,
Did you
which
not
is
get
really
to
annoying.
see Babylon?
I want to go see that this week. Yeah, I know, guys. It is a concept that movies don't release internationally at the same time. I'm really interested to hear what people think. I don't consider this a definitive list of like what is the best movie. This is just what I liked. I really worry that in those videos I came off as like super pretentious. I don't care what other people think about movies. I don't care if you hated the movies I liked. That doesn't make a difference in my day, and I hope my opinion of something doesn't affect your enjoyment of it. Like, I think it's so silly, this culture we have on YouTube. That's why another reason I didn't want to do the video this year is because people put so much stake in those ratings, like the 4 out of 10, like, and all that shit, like 4 out of 5, you know what I mean? That's why I'm using a separate account. I didn't want you to see my ratings for each movie. Obviously, if you go on my Letterboxd account, you can see it, but don't. But yeah, I just, like, that's my advice. Just relax. It's okay for somebody to disagree. It will not affect your enjoyment of a movie. I don't care. Okay, anyway, there's my lecture out of the way. Let's have a look at TV shows. There's this new site I'm using called Serialized, which my brother put me on. It's basically Letterboxd for TV shows. I don't think you came off as pretentious. Thank you. I really did worry. I was watching that, like, as I was preparing for the stream, and I was listening to myself talk, and I was like, fucking hell, this guy sounds so up himself. I think I was just trying to come off as, like describing stuff, but it comes off as very, like, as if I know anything about movies because I watch them. The corpse pile in frame. What, the toys? I have to. New SDS is... I don't know what that is. Star Wars don't know the meaning of the world. Okay, anyway. I want to do sort by release date. Give me a sec. Premiere date, latest first. Yeah, this is not going to take long. I barely watched anything. Was Boba Fett this year? Or was that last year? I can't remember. Lyle Crocodile. Okay, Boba Fett was last year. I think Moon Knight was this year. I really enjoyed Moon Knight. I thought it was excellent. I definitely, like, looking back on it, I understand where a lot of the criticisms come from, like, from the CGI. I get, like, but I thought it was, maybe, like, looking back on it, I don't know if I would enjoy it as much as I did now, like, when I first saw it. But I really enjoyed it. I do agree, though, that maybe a special or a movie would have been better. But Oscar Isaac was really good. I have kind of missed these, like, individual new hero stories. Like, I get to be excited to see them meet everybody again in, like, the crossover movies, which is exciting. The CGI was rough at times, yeah. And I do get where people were complaining about, like, you know, when he, like, blacks out and it, like, skips the action. Like, I understand the criticism for that as well. I liked it. I thought it was interesting, but anyway. There was a Pokemon, like, web series called, I don't even know how to pronounce the Legends Arceus. Is that Hisuian Snow? My god. That was really good. I binged all of the Pokemon web series this year. Like, I watched Evolutions to this one. I think there was the Sword and Shield one was surprisingly my favorite. I thought it was like 10 out of 10. It was I don't even remember what it's called. What was it called? Shit. Bro, Butcher his... Yeah, I don't know. I haven't played the new Pokemon game. I'm sorry. I don't know how to pronounce anything. Twilight Wings. There we go. Fucking hell. Twilight Wings, I was like... it was like literally my favorite Pokemon thing ever made. Next to Detective Pikachu. I was like, holy shit, it was so good. But yeah, Hisuian Snow I thought was pretty good too. Definitely didn't quite hit me as hard as Twilight Wings did. That shit got me emotional. I'm not even ashamed. Puss in Boots doesn't release until February in the UK. Battery exhausted. Oh no. Oh no, my camera's died. Ah! 1 second, everybody. You know. Okay, we'll get rid of that. And we'll add capture device. Just doing some casual on-stream tech support. I think it's that one. Hello. Okay, there we go. Sweet. Does that fix it? Can everyone see me? Can you let me know if you can see me? Because I can't know. Guys? Guys, can you see me? Guys? What are you wearing? Dude, this is just my normal shirt. What are you talking about? Is that... Okay, we see you. Thank you. I trust you, quiet fantasy artist. Okay, great. Sorry about that. My camera is like really good, but holy shit, does the battery on that shit not last? Okay, now we're back in shit webcam quality. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, Obi-Wan Kenobi I watched as well. I thought, like, I didn't catch Andor, which is funny because everybody loved Andor. I'm meaning to watch that, but yeah, Obi-Wan Kenobi I was a bit mixed on. I thought, like, it felt really cheap in, like, an endearing way. Like, it kind of took me by surprise for, like, a, do you want me to, like, sorry, I'll get, like, a visual for you instead of just, let's make a new list. How about that? Oop, save. Okay. What do we do? I don't even know if half of these will be on Letterboxd, to be honest. Moon Knight. I think Hizuan Snow should be on there, maybe. Pokemon. Hizuan. Yeah, it is. Okay, good. Yep. Obi-Wan, Kenobi. Yeah, I don't know. I like the first and, like, last episode a lot. But yeah, it just kind of like meandered a lot for me. Like I would have liked it a lot more as a movie, I think. But yeah, like it wasn't bad. I just, it kind of put me off. That's why I haven't seen Andor yet. Baymax. Baymax is not on Letterboxd, but I did watch that. That was really good. I've been craving new Big Hero 6, content, like really bad. Drop the serialized account name. I will. I think it's just Adam Bolt. You should find it on there. I don't review anything on there. Fucking, what was I talking about? Actual one-track mind. Yeah, Baymax is really cute. I binged that in like 2 days. I've been craving new, Big Hero 6 content so bad. But yeah, it was great. Okay, oh god. She-Hulk. Okay, here we go. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it, but you definitely have to stick with it. And I had like a laptop with me and I downloaded like a bunch of the Marvel shows while I was like on a holiday. So I just kind of had nothing else to watch, but it wasn't like the first 4 episodes are rough, but I think the Daredevil one, it does get better by the end. And I thought it was fine. I really don't get all the hate about it. I think it is super overblown, but yeah, again, like not my favorite Marvel shows, but yeah, I like the slice of life take on it. I just think, I don't know, the CGI was unbelievably distracting. Like it looked so fucking off. Cyberpunk Edge Runners, which I only watched like a week ago, was unbelievably good. I binged this with a friend. We watched like episode 1 to 8 in like one night, and then we finished the last 2, and I really wish we didn't, because like having that momentum break kind of like messed it up a little bit for me. But yeah, oh my god, it was great. It's interesting because I don't know if I'd call it my favorite Trigger anime. I feel like I've liked some of their other stuff a bit more, but like, Jesus, everyone's yelling at me. I haven't seen Better Call Saul or The Boys. I've seen fucking barely anything this year. The fact that I saw She-Hulk is a travesty. I haven't seen Wednesday either. All of these are on my to-watch list, but I do not get to shows like I do movies. That shit takes forever. I'm still on season 1 of The Boys. Yeah, Edge Runners was incredible. I knew I had to watch this so I could talk about it for this series, for this video, this stream, you know what I mean? Yeah, like really emotional, really badass, and it wanted to be. I thought it was like super well made. It felt like I was talking to some of my other friends. Trigger hasn't done a show that felt like a Trigger show in a little bit, because they've done like the Gridman series, which are awesome, don't get me wrong, but they're very different to their style. But Edge Runners definitely felt more like back to form. But seeing like actual nudity and violence in a Trigger movie in a Trigger series was like confronting. Miss Marvel I haven't seen either. Yeah, I've been late on that, and this won't be on here either. But Transformers Earthspark, obviously watched. I'm very mixed on this one. I want to give it more time because I haven't seen. Jesus Christ! Everyone in the chat, guys, relax. We're like, I haven't seen anything. This is why I didn't want to fucking talk about TV shows. Haven't seen Sonic Prime. Haven't seen Miss Marvel. I haven't seen fucking anything. If this is the last thing I'm talking about, I've barely seen any shows. There's like literally no anime on here except Edgerunners. Prime I do want to get to soon. I didn't see Stranger Things either. Yeah, I've been putting everything off. I don't know why. What was I talking about? Earthspark, yeah. Transformers Earthspark, I want to give more time because even like Transformers Animated, which is my favorite Transformers show, even that had a bit of a rough start in comparative to the rest of the series. And Earthspark already had like 1 or 2 really good episodes, so I definitely want to give it more time. But yeah, I don't know. Like the last episode I thought was really interesting because like all of a sudden I didn't watch Kaguya-sama yet. No, I know. Or Bee and Puppy Cat or Chainsaw Man. I haven't seen any of that. What was this? Yeah, the fight scene in the last episode was like fucking god tier, but it makes the rest of the show feel really weird that they didn't do that with the rest of it, if that makes sense. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's everything I wanted to talk about. I have seen all of Rise of the TMNT, yep. I haven't seen Mob either, no. I know, I've been really lax with my TV shows. I want to get on it. It's just, I don't know, I just never make the time for it. Like, I can plan around a 2-hour movie every day, but... Oh shit, the Black Phone! You're right! I didn't talk about the Black Phone! Holy shit. Holy shit, relax. Hold on. Fuck. Is that even on my fucking list, or I just skip it completely? Oh, I know why, because it released on like a, It released at like a festival, like earlier, I think Letterboxd has it. Yeah, they have it for like 2021. You're right. I did not talk about the Black Phone. I liked the Black Phone. I thought it was great. Very tense movie. I thought the child, like the children in it, was surprisingly really good and not annoying, which is a surprise. It was kind of unintentionally funny at times. I didn't see Peacemaker. Guys, stop. I haven't seen any of these shows. I'm playing it up, you know. Hello. Okay, let's add the Black Phone. Yeah, Letterboxd is it annoys me sometimes how they like they date things when it premiered, not when it actually comes out at the movies, which is dumb, I think, because like, well, I mean, it makes sense because it's like that's when it exists, but 90% of the time we're not going to be able to like see the movie until, so like that's why stuff like Megan and like Megan would count in 2022. I'm not going to count it, but they have it dated for 2022. So yeah, Black Phone I thought was good. It came out 2021 at a festival, so I'm not sure if that counts. But yeah, anyway, that's the complete list. Thank you for reminding me, random person in the chat. I appreciate it. So yeah, that's it. 61 movies. Yeah, no, this is not going to be a video. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I hope this is a bit different. Sorry if it's been a bit all over the place or boring. I don't know. I'm still not quite into the streaming thing yet, but I thought this might be a fun way of doing it. So I appreciate everyone tuning in. I think I might call it here. I've got a, I don't know if you can see at the back. You probably can with the shit webcam. I've got all my Bonkel figures up because I'm doing a video on the Bionicle movies, which is coming out in like, I want to say end of the month, maybe 10 days, because I'm going away for like 5 days, so that's why I wanted to do the stream now, so that you guys had something to watch. I haven't seen Elvis, no. Now, as to whether this will be a video, I don't know. I did think about doing it as a, like a supercut sort of thing. If I am going to do it, it might be like a supercut of the stream, but I don't know. To be honest with you, I really hated making the one last year. Yeah, long projects like that are not my thing. So, I don't know. You guys might be the only ones lucky enough to have seen it. I don't know. Oh, we'll see how we go. But, yeah, thank you all very much. I hope everyone enjoyed. Thank you for tuning in. I'm trying to stream at least once a month, so I've got to come up with something more interesting next time. I might play a game that involves the chat or something more so than just sitting here like an asshole and talking for 2 hours. But yeah, I will copy this list and put it on Letterboxd if I might rearrange it a little bit, fix stuff up. Will this stay up? Okay, so because I had a bit of an oopsie, I might not upload the VOD now. If I can cut that out, I might. But yeah. Sorry about that. That was embarrassing. Thank you for respecting my privacy. I know you will all do that. If I can cut it out, I will. If not, I'll. It might come out in a few days. Let me just like edit it and I'll put it up on YouTube. I'll give you like a link. It won't be public. I don't like having public VODs. I think they get muddled with the fucking other videos. But yeah. Anyway, thanks guys. Thanks so much for watching. God, I feel this felt like a lot longer than 2 hours. I feel like I've been here for 3 years. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys at the end of the month when that Bionicle video comes out. And I believe you can cut out stuff from VODs on YouTube. Yeah. If I can do that. Oh, that's so embarrassing. The fucking Google autofill just docks me. And yeah, I'll fix the chat next time. Jesus Christ, sorry about that again. Yeah, alright. Bye-bye. Now is the awkward thing where I have to, like, say bye and then... Oh, no, I can just do this.